What up? Pumpkin cheese booper. Did I get some food? I ate some cookies and I ate some pretzel fish. Going downstairs is not a good idea. Very much so right now. But how is it going? I slept for 15 hours. Or 14 hours. A little frustrated. Why are you frustrated? It's not good. What up, Dat Cameo? How you doing? Anything's good right now? Fair point. Fair point. All right. So, I must go now. Spoilers, understandable. See you later, Booper. Catch you later. I don't remember exactly where we're at in this game. If I'm being so bold, I don't remember. I seem to recall an island. That's really it. I really only seem to remember that an island is involved. And it's like, yeah, there's an island. Basically, that's my home. This way. Sounds like my mom, to be fair. That sounds like almost like my mom to a T. I get you. It's all good. Well, here. You're back to chill times. You're back to chill times. So. Alright. How's the game sound, by the way? Is the game quiet? I seem to remember that I had to turn it down a bit. I think we should be good. And a button. Alright. Bit quiet. Maybe bump it up like that. There we go. I remember Monster Hunter had like an issue, or there was some game on the Switch that was, no, PS5 I was playing, where the audio got crazy. Alright, I don't remember shit other than that there's an island involved. It's been a minute since we played it. Actually, so, I was thinking about this, okay? First off, let me check the requests, just to make sure that all of them are done. Okay, they are. So we're good. We can move on to the next city. I don't know I'm going to the Velvet Room, but apparently we are.
Welcome.
Maybe there's
You wish to browse the entries. What will you be registering?
Oh shit, no.
You wish to strengthen it.
I mean, obviously I want to get rid of these guys.
You wish to browse. What will you be registering? Please take a look.
Okay, that I was like, wait, what do I need to do?
Would you like to?
Sure, I'll register them all. It's been a moment. I'm level 44, so I can make Queen Mab and Naga. Sure, why not? Just look at Queen Mab looking fabulous as ever. Fabulous! I seem to remember also that I should just focus on just general skills. Like, nothing else seems to matter except for different status effects. Okay, so I thought about this. Oh shit, no, I can't talk about it right now because I'm gonna have to do say words and shit. I'm Queen Mab, wielder of my mask. You shall soon understand the true mind of the Fairy Queen. Brain. Yay, stat boost. Cool.
It seems
Naga.
That can gain new power.
I'm sure.
Choose which.
Naga. Mabufula. Argion. Makogya. Maega. Here's the thing, I don't even think Megiddo is probably that good because
Now,
doing weakness attacks is way better. Weakness attacks. Naga. I'm Naga. I'm your master now, so you should be able to rely on me. Well, as much as you would a weather report. So not much. Weather's always inaccurate. Always. Okay, so what I was saying is that I think
wish to browse the entries. Please
it's
take a
more
look.
so like me just thinking here.
Is this okay?
I
You already
think that
possess it. You
I
already possess that persona.
have
You may
trouble
take it with you.
finishing games.
Is this okay?
which I think we already knew, but I think the reason why is because if I'm really liking a game,
Okay?
I don't want it to
You
end.
already possess that persona.
I don't know if it's that crazy or anything, but like, I'm starting to realize that I really like this game. This game is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But like, it's like I don't want the game to end, so I'm like, yeah, let's just not play it, because then the game doesn't end. Aha! I'm scared of it ending or something. Doesn't make too much sense, but like that's the best I got, because I'm noticing that there's like a lot of games I really enjoy. They stop playing for long periods of time. And I'm thinking it's just because I'm nervous of an ending. Alright, just want to go to the menu to see.
Let's see.
Is there anything else I should focus on? Doesn't look like it. So we're gonna save. And we're gonna move on to the next area. So yeah, I remember I looked up like what requests I need to do. So I think we're actually good. So let's head out to the next city. Oh, dude, Zenkichi's with us. I forgot. Ready? Hurry up and take a seat. Because right now, yeah, we want to make sure that we're getting all the requests.
Would you like me to drive for a while?
Nah, Zenkichi's got it. Zenkichi's doing
Don't
dope.
worry about me. You just get some sleep. We've still got a long way to go.
Good job,
You
Zenkichi.
sure?
You sure you're okay, buddy?
You kids don't need to be worrying over an adult like that. This is nothing for me.
To be fair, you are an excellent driver. The RV tends to shake a lot more when I'm behind the wheel.
May
True.
not look it, but I used to patrol in a squad car. Driving's second nature to me at this point.
Driving's fun. I really like it. Teach me how?
Sure, once you've got a license.
How tough is it, being police?
Well, it sure ain't easy. Oh, right. You're studying to become some police bigwig, aren't you, Nijima?
Yes, but I've only just begun.
Hold on. I'm realizing something, and I need to fix that real quick. There we go. You guys shouldn't be hearing anything,
Wouldn't
but
really
it's me.
recommend it myself. This job's nothing but hell.
Damn.
Hours are a mess. You get transferred all over the place. Anything goes down at the scene, you get blamed.
Maybe so, but my heart's set on it, no matter how tough it may be.
It's like how, say. We'll have your back, Makoto.
Thank
You
you.
do fine. You'll do fine.
Well, if your heart's set, then do what you gotta do. But as your future senior, I'll share this. The harder you work, the more you wind up putting the people in your life on the back burner. Criminals don't care about your schedule. Tragedies don't care. You'll barely see your own home. Sit on that for a bit. Then decide if the force is right for you.
Well, I am already quite aware. And speaking of, don't you have any family waiting for you at home?
That's a good question. We haven't learned too much about Zenkichi.
Good question.
See? It is a good question. Trouble at home?
Oh, can it? Just mind your own business.
We're worried about you, buddy. You're friends. By the way, is it just me, or is there like any like popping sounds? I don't know if it's being reflected on the stream, but it might just be the headphones again.
Let's just say
Just me.
you've got to think about yourself before you can worry about anyone else.
Like a little staticky pop? Because you said you only heard one, so that might just be me.
Yes, I suppose that's true.
Hmm? What's up now?
You just reminded me of my father, is all. He was an officer, too. Unfortunately, he lost his life on duty.
I see.
He took his job a lot more seriously than you seem to, but when you boil it down, you two are actually quite similar.
Aww.
You shouldn't diss your father so badly, comparing him to me. Nijima? When you were little, your old man probably wasn't home often either, was he? How'd you feel about that?
I'm getting the feeling that Zenkichi has a daughter at home. If he's asking this specific question, he probably has a daughter at home.
Well, in retrospect, I'm very proud. My father was an officer who acted on his beliefs all the way to the end. He taught me that his duty was to keep people from being hurt. It may just be his influence on me, but I think becoming an officer is still an admirable path in life.
If only that were always true. Our ability to help is restrained. The shrewder
Yeah,
and
true.
more malicious the
Jeez.
target, the less we can actually serve them justice.
Also, unfortunately true.
Held back by superiors, held back by the red tape, held back by all sorts of laws.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't want to get too deep into like law and all that sort of stuff, especially because I'm not like a lawyer. But if you look into some of the laws in like maybe your like general state or your country, depending where you live, there's some laws that's like, why does this exist? Because it makes it seem like it favors crime rather than, you know, stability and justice and keeping the peace. Like there's some that like have like some weird loopholes. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but there's one in the state I used to live in that definitely like you read it and you're like, sorry, what? But it makes you think, like, are there laws in place just to keep things from being exciting? Or keep things from being exciting? What up, Tapper? How's it going?
The only thing the police do is obey orders, even when they involve total injustice or an absence of human logic. Basically, the cops I see every day are nothing but a bunch of spineless dogs. And that includes when I'm looking in the mirror.
Aw, Zenkichi. Some cops do good, though.
Sure, like Nijima's pops. But anyway, that wasn't what I was getting at.
Yeah, are you saying the star? That means you're a subscriber. Which I think... Jai? I think Jai gifted you one.
I meant, when you were still just a kid, how did you feel about your dad rarely being home, Nijima?
Oh, when I was younger? I did understand that it was part of his job, but I do remember missing him still. But at least I always had my sister with me.
I see. Sorry to bother you with all that. You guys had better get to sleep already. If we run into trouble while you're all too tired, I'm the one who'll be in real deep shit.
Yeah, that's thanks to Jai and Rick. Tapper, true. Oh, we're so close to level 30! We're so close! Alright, it looks like we're just on the road still. On the 14th.
I slept so much that even sleep's boring now. What do?
Yeah, sleep is pretty boring.
Well,
Let's just be real.
Is anyone feeling peckish yet? Although I suppose we've nearly reached Kyoto.
Food!
Come on, Ryuji! Make us laugh.
You're asking Ryuji to make you laugh?
Don't tell me to perform for you. I ain't some comedian.
Yes, you are.
Shit, not now.
Should I send it to voicemail?
Wait, no! Can you just answer for me? Sorry. Make it quick though. Just say I'm driving and then I'll call back later.
Hi, Sparks. The caller ID says that someone named Akane.
Hello? It's way past noon. Where are you? Don't tell me you forgot what day it is. We were supposed to visit Mom's grave together.
Sorry to hear that.
Huh? Who is this? Please give him his phone back.
Sorry, he's driving right now.
Driving? Oh, I guess that makes sense.
some kind of emergency?
Why don't you just pull over, Gramps?
Do I hear a bunch of girls with you? What an asshole! You're just out partying right now, aren't you?
Ooh, she sounds pissed.
You really are the worst! Don't bother coming home again. You don't even deserve to visit Mom's grave.
She hung up. Yep, this personas. Her play as Joker, and those are the Phantom Thieves.
I don't know the details, but is everything all right?
She got the wrong impression, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Sorry about that. Just forget it.
So, who was that anyway?
My daughter?
Yeah, figured as much.
Daughter? You have one?
Yeah, damn it. Sorry. Time to floor it. Hang on to your seats, kids.
What? Ah! Zoom. Hydrate. Where's the water? I had water. Hold on. Give me a second. I'll go grab water.
Okay, we're in Kyoto city limits. Is this good? I really have to go.
There's the hydrate. You still play Fall Guys? You should do exclamation mark docket. That'll answer your question. So that's why we're at Kyoto. He's here to visit his mom's grave.
Just park this somewhere and check out the temples or something. I'll be in touch tomorrow.
Wait, tomorrow? Where is there overnight?
Bye, Zenkichi!
What in the heck?
He's been in quite the state since that phone call earlier.
Maybe plans to keep, or something.
He's supposed to visit a grave.
Based on my deductions, today seems to be the day Zenkichi's wife passed away. He is due at her grave to pay respects.
Zenkichi-san's wife passed away?
That's why his daughter demanded to know where he was.
Zenkichi. He could have just told us what was going on.
Also, wasn't the way she was talking to him, like, really bad? Especially for today?
She was enraged by the sound of young female voices. She surmised, "You're just out partying right now, aren't you?"
Whoa.
Yeah.
Talk about getting the wrong idea.
That's terrible. We need to go straighten things out with her right away.
Yep, Yusuke is the guy with the fox mask. Yep. I mean, we should try to catch up. Absolutely should.
Right. We should try to find a nearby cemetery. Where do we start?
I have found only one cemetery in the vicinity. He will be there.
Cool. And are we going to be checking out Kyoto then? It's evening time. It's pretty fast. Oh no, realization just hit.
Sorry, I'm late. Akane?
I'm not here for excuses. Go have fun with your girls. Goodbye.
No, you don't understand. I'm on the job right now.
Do not come near me again. Got it? Can't even
Correct.
catch Mom's killer. Can't even look your daughter in the eye? Of course. You refuse to face up to anything. The way I see it, you're no father to me.
Well, you know...
What do we even do? We really crashed that ship.
She's really eviscerating him. This whole thing is entirely our fault. We're the ones who should explain everything. Hang on a second. Please?
This is all a misunderstanding. What up, Red?
What? You guys? What are you doing here?
Who are you?
I'm the guy from the phone.
Huh? And why are... She's totally suspicious of us. I would be too, but
sorry to barge in on this, but please, we have to tell you something first.
Why did you come here? I told you, wait until tomorrow.
Well, we are the ones responsible for upsetting your daughter.
Kane-chan, right? We're working a case together, so we were all traveling as a group until he ran off to meet you. Since your father volunteered to handle the driving, he answered the phone instead.
Yeah, your dad's not that bad. He's pretty bad, but he's
So
not that
when
bad.
I talked to you,
He was driving us all to Kyoto. We're so sorry we upset you.
I see. In that case, please excuse my awful behavior. I'm sorry for jumping.
She's
the gun
very
and making it seem
mature.
like that.
She's very mature. Very, very mature. Good job.
Oh, she's so well behaved. She's already more mature than Ryuji.
Shut up. But for real, you sure don't seem like you'd be his kid.
You shut up.
Yeah, I was about to say, Ryuji, shush!
So, Akane-chan, you and your dad made a promise about today, right?
We are so sorry he got here late. That's totally our fault, too.
Oh no, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, Akane. I promise. I really did remember it was today.
Yep, that's correct, Red. They do cross over with Identity 5, and they're also in two are in AFK Arena. A few are in another mobile game that I can't think of. Joker and all the Phantom Thieves show up in Smash Bros. Yeah, we actually had a full discussion of Identity 5 the other day in Monster Hunter. What else? He's gonna show up a lot of places now.
This case is dragging us all over the place, and
What's so funny?
well,
Also, you told me none of this. Couldn't you have simply explained all this to me before today?
Senkeichi's not really the best at explaining what's on his mind. Let's just get that out of the way.
Ripping into him at an adult level.
To think she's so cold to her father on such a day.
Shut up, Yusuke. Shush. Listen, this is how family works, I hear.
You know how the police can't talk about active cases and stuff, right?
That's right. In the Force, any information about a case that leaks to the public could ruin all our hard work.
Come on, just cut him some slack.
Ryuji!
Sure, I don't got a right to talk, considering all the hell I put my own mom through. But he's taking care of you, right? So don't go biting his head off over this.
Ooh, is this a Ryuji focus level?
Yeah, if I did that to Sojiro, it'd probably take him the better part of the year to recover. I mean, it's not like...
We're not trying to pile on you, though. I'm sure you have your own reasons for what you said.
But his delay really was because of work. Please, at least don't blame him for that.
It's our fault.
I understand.
Thank you, Akane-chan.
We especially regret causing trouble on such an important day.
At least we made it on time. That's
May
good
we
news.
pay our respect as well?
Sure.
guys, thanks.
Don't sweat it. Don't forget you owe us one too, Zenkichi.
Hey, zip on the lips, cat. I am not explaining all this to Akane.
Don't worry, Akane can't hear a thing. Come on, let's go pay our respects.
So, 2 years. How the time flies.
Two years. Would that be the start of Persona 5? How long has this game been going on for? It's either a year and a half to 2 years. So either this death happened right before the events of Persona 5 itself, or it happened as the game started. I'm trying to think. Because the first boss of Persona 5, Kamoshida, I don't think Kamoshida would have any... Wasn't it an accident?
It was...
Well, I should go home.
Oh. Well, why don't we go together? I'll order some takeout.
No, thank you. I want nothing to do with you.
Look at that strut! She's just... Look at that walk cycle.
She's
Goodness.
not stopping.
Boy, is she icing Gramps out or what? This isn't just some teen rebel thing.
She has
But
trauma.
she's so polite, too. I really wonder what could have happened.
Hey, sorry about all that. You guys really did save me back there.
I don't think Zenkichi fucked up. I think Zenkichi's the scapegoat. Excuse me. What I believe, right? This is just me. I believe that Zenkichi, because he's a police officer, tasked himself in finding the killer of his wife, Akane's mom, hence what Akane just said. She's placing all the blame on Zenkichi for never finding the killer, while Zenkichi is being beaten up inside because he can't figure out the truth to what happened to his wife. That's what I'm thinking.
I've gotta get home, but I'll see you all tomorrow. Be in touch. Yeah?
Fine by us, but you sure you're good to just go home like that?
Don't worry. She's just at that age, you know?
I know you don't get home too often, but is everything okay there? Akane-chan's eating well and all that?
Yeah, my wife's parents are just next door. She just shuts herself up in a room every day, is all.
Sounds like
What they tell
Futaba.
me, she always eats in a room. Easy packaged stuff.
So either this is a Ryuji stage or a Futaba stage.
It's that bad?
I'm always at work, so I really don't know anything about her diet.
She's a growing young lady. I hope she's at least eating well.
I mean, I send her money at least. She's already a third year in middle school. I'm pretty sure she's set in her ways.
I'm worried about her though.
Yeah. After what we put her through, I want to at least do something nice for her today.
Her dad's taken decent care of us so far. Why don't we treat him and the kid to a nice meal?
I got 400,000 yen that I can just waste on all the food.
That's a great idea. I'd like to speak more with her. We can even help cook.
Sounds like we'll need to stay over tonight. Let's make sure we pick up plenty of groceries.
All right, everyone, after Akane.
Huh? Wait a minute! You can't just invite yourselves over like that, damn it! Hey! Hey, you damn kids! Are you seriously crashing my place?
Hell yeah!
Am I just talking to myself here?
Yep. Listen, we're about to be the best friends ever. So we need to get all the food.
Akane-chan, could you please pass the potatoes?
Oh, of course.
Hey, what up, Suits? How's it going?
Aw, no need to be so formal with us. We can keep it real.
Real? Okay, thanks.
You got it.
Akane, would you mind helping me cut the carrots?
Okay, sure.
Man, we're doing great.
Well, they seem to be getting along in there.
I forgot, Yusuke can cook. He just sucks with money.
I guess she's warming up to us, huh?
Teen Heart's
Seriously, didn't
nice.
think that could happen when we first met her.
Also, look at Zenkichi's place. It looks dope. Thanks for all your efforts.
I can no longer sit idly by. I want to help too. I've
Aw.
got it. I'll find an award-winning recipe and...
Sophia!
Seal your circuits, Sophia. The curry always tastes good when you make it together with someone.
We just want
Is
Sophia to
that
be there.
so?
I can't believe you've all raided my house like this. You guys have some serious nerve.
But we're helping you out, Zenkichi. You are currently my favorite character right now. Don't fuck it up.
Although, I can't remember the last time this place felt so alive.
Hey, so, Gramps? You don't gotta answer if you don't wanna, but what happened with Akane's mom?
Vehicular manslaughter. A hit and run.
Hey, hey, Dak Cameo, you still here? I'm gonna message you on Discord real quick. Sorry, there's something I need to be sure of. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Can I put no, be right back, enjoy Tim's? No, that's not what we want. Hold on. I'm putting this up on screen right now. Potential spoilers. Potential spoilers. So if you don't want to hear this is potential spoilers for a different game, a different Persona game, a completely different Persona game that we have yet to play on the channel. I've played it, but if you don't want to hear the spoilers, wait until that thing goes away. We good? Good? Cool. This is the exact same scenario with a slight twist as Persona 4. If I recall, Persona 4, there's a character who has a daughter whose wife gets killed in vehicular manslaughter, a hit and run, and can't solve the case. Also is a detective. However, the daughter's young enough to just be okay with it and mildly said bye. Now we have the opposite, which is a question, if I recall, people were asking when this Persona game was played. Well, they said, what would happen if this character was older and it happened? And knew that the detective father was having trouble finding the killer. I think this is a mirror of that. I think this is legitimately a one-to-one mirror of what happens. Because in that other Persona game, all your friends befriend the one person, the child, and she's always happy and everything and just is blissfully unaware and just kind of doesn't really mind the fact that her mom died. Well, it's killing the insides of her dad. This one, it's killing the insides of Zenkichi, but also her daughter, or his daughter, is so pissed off over it and that she's old enough to like understand it, that he feels guilty for it and he's getting the blame, which is a complete mirror. Wow. Because they could have used any crime, right? They could have put any crime here. And in that previous Persona game, I don't believe we ever find out who actually the killer is. Anyway, done with that.
So that's what she meant. She said something about the killer too, right? They ever get caught?
No case was ever pursued. Any suspect is way out of my reach.
They're out of your reach? What do you mean?
It's none of your concern.
Sure, but
Hey, would you help put the finishing touches on this?
Sure.
Come on, off to work. It better be worth the hassle.
Sorry, Sophia. I wish you were an actual person so you could help us cook too.
So good. Oh, these vegetables in Kyoto make curry so amazing.
Let me try, let me try. This is delicious. I'll have to report this back to Sojiro.
Hell yeah.
yeah, I knew he'd lose it.
Curry that moves diners to tears? I wish I could try it.
How would that even work?
Just
I
stuff it
want
in the
some too,
circuit.
but it's still too hot.
Don't worry, Morgana. We'll be sure to leave some for you too.
The brains of the operation thinks of everything.
Hell yeah.
Quite jealous of you, Meowgana.
Excuse me? Meowgana!
Also, can I just say that Akane's not even eating?
Who are you talking to? Just myself. Anyway, how's our curry, Akane-chan? Do you like it?
Yo, Ghana. I like how they're...
Is it good, Akane?
It's delicious.
Hell yeah!
Good. I'm glad.
We'd better keep our mouths shut here, Sophia.
Oh man.
The combo eggplant gives this curry amazing flavor. I'm getting inspired. Hey, we know how to make it.
Oh, did you just come up with a new dish? I can't wait to try it out.
I feel inspired.
Oh man, I could eat this all day. Time for another round.
Do we even have that much
Today,
stuff?
Futaba. I'm taking another helping first.
Oh,
Alright,
kill you,
break
Skate.
it up. There's still more than enough to go around.
It really is good. Do you think I could make it by myself?
I'm sure you can.
I agree. You're very quick to learn. You'll be a curry master in no time.
Thanks. I'll do my best.
Oh, I've got an idea. Want to take a bath later, Akane-chan?
Huh? A bath?
That's the best way for us girls to get to know each other better. I can teach you all the supermodel secrets to glowing skin.
Oh, that'd be great.
I'd like
is
to learn
weird.
those too. Mind if I joined you?
Come on, how big do you think the bathroom is here?
It's gigantic. It's just like a freaking hot tub. It's just outside. It's a hot springs and everything.
You really saved my ass back there. The place may be cramped, but it's yours for the night.
How big is our bathtub? Well, as you see, the hot springs behind my house are exquisite. How'd you know there was a hot springs behind our house? I'm glad it all worked out too.
Who the hell would ever guess the Phantom Thieves are a bunch of softies?
If someone is suffering, it's only right to provide aid when possible.
I like how King Cheese and I both thought of hot springs.
Yeah, we just do what we know we gotta do.
Help the weak and crush the strong. That's the Phantom Thieves way and always will be.
And we never forget when someone provides us a meal or a roof. Ever.
Oh, really? At any rate, I still wanted to thank you guys properly. It's been a long time since I've seen Akane so happy.
So, Ramps, about what we were saying earlier.
Sorry. A whole day's driving, finally catching up to me. You were saying, Sakamoto?
It's nothing.
I think Ryuji, this is a Ryuji place. So, first jail was On, second was Yusuke, third was Haru. I think now this is a Ryuji level.
Sorry, but I gotta hit the hay. Would you guys mind hanging out with Akane in her room for a bit?
What if Akane is the next jail? Because, right, all the jails are about trauma, right? They're all about trauma. It's not about taking over people's minds. It's about fixing people's trauma and getting over that. What if that's a difference? So it's not a bad person. We're just trying to fix the trauma inside of her.
She's into some kind of online thing lately.
Ooh, online?
Something to do
Futaba.
with some show about her faves?
Futaba knows.
Really, I don't know anything about it, but I'm sure she'd be happy to fill you guys in on it.
Roger that. We got you we've accepted a mission.
We waited for the ladies to finish their bath and head to Kane's room. This is giving me flashbacks to the other game.
Good God!
So, this is my room, and yeah.
She just met her heroes? She just met her heroes?
Is this really all Phantom Thieves merch?
Weirdly enough, the last thing I was expecting.
I didn't even know they made this much stuff.
Well, they are real famous, you know. I'm pretty sure some of these were only posted on super obscure websites, too.
Look it! She has. Hold up. Just game. Hold on. We need to do some focusing here. Okay, hold on. Let's analyze what we see. Okay. So we got Joker figures with An and Ryuji, the original three minus Morgana. We got a top hat. We got some books, some manga about it. There's manga about the Phantom Thieves, the mask, which I have the mask right behind me. A picture of Joker, but like, yeah. There's Fox. There's Noir. There's you guys just have black space to the right. Just don't worry about that. We're zooming in. There's Queen and there is Oracle. So like she has all of those. There's video games or even just light novels. There's a poster. Let's see what else we got here. A sticker, some hanging Phantom Thief things, more masks, some pins, Morgana's face, a teddy bear with a mask, more posters, all of the Phantom Thieves on the stage. We got a shrine to the Phantom Thieves. One of those I don't know if you guys know, but it's like those shrines to like a specific person, essentially. So I think she has one to the Phantom Thieves. You got Futaba right here. Man, Futaba, I didn't know you were part of this. You got a briefcase. We have a laptop inspired by them. Jeez. Let's get this back to normal. Wild.
There are even some handmade ones.
Wow, you made some
It's
yourself.
too much, isn't it? I know, it's lame.
No, it's super cool.
That's not it, Akane-chan. You're into the Phantom Thieves, yeah?
She doesn't realize that we're the Phantom Thieves.
Huh? Well, yeah.
Makoto was giving us all a loaded expression.
How neat. We're all the same then.
Huh? You mean you're...
What up, Cassie?
Yup, we're, huge Phantom Thieves fans.
Yep, we're totally not the Phantom Thieves.
Right. I love the Phantom Thieves. Go Phantom Thieves! Change their hearts and all that stuff.
Oh no! Oh, I want to press this button so bad. I want to press the Phantom Thieves with Life Go Phantom Thieves. Wait, hey, by the way, we're the Phantom Thieves. Oh, fuck it! We're the Phantom Thieves. Everyone's like, what?
I guess your hairdos actually do remind me of them.
Everyone's like,
I'm into the Phantom Thieves because they seem like the only ones changing this crappy world for the better.
hell yeah.
They're not just fighting with their lives to save the people in trouble. They they inspired people to be stronger too.
I love the fact that all the Phantom Thieves just look at us like, motherfucker, you just outed us?
They've got up to 8 or 9 members, but all their identities are still a mystery. From the footage gathered online, they all seem so cool. I can't help but wonder who they really are.
8 or 9?
They've got up to 8 or 9 members, but all their identities are still a mystery.
The references in this game and how much attention to detail there is amazing. Amazing. If you have played Persona 5 or even have eyes, not including Sophia, because Sophia is not part of it yet, you have, let's break it down here. Joker, Yuji, Mona, An, Yusuke, Makoto, Futaba, Haru. 8, right? 8. Or 9. Akechi. Because Akechi shows up in one sort of thing. But you don't see Akechi anymore, so any like thing that they shows either 9. That's such attention to detail.
Especially the one who's always in the middle. I think he's the leader. So mysterious and dreamy.
Well, let's move on. I don't want to know. Just know.
You really do like the Phantom Thieves, huh? Damn, Kane-chan is so awesome.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to rant like that.
You're fine.
It's no problem at all. I'd love to hear more about the Phantom Thieves.
Great! Oh, you know, maybe I could let you in on the show.
What show?
It's a live stream that's sort of all about the Phantom Thieves.
What?
Oh, how interesting.
Is this Futaba?
Yep. Sounds like a great show.
Okay, just give me a sec. It's almost time.
What is she doing?
It's been some time since we last met, fellow Phantom Freaks. Let us enjoy our time together tonight, Phantom Thieves superfans across the world!
She mentioned a stream, but I didn't realize she was the streamer.
Wow, she's a streamer too.
It's like a totally different personality.
So this is the online thing she's into?
I think she's doing the voice for that action figure.
Is she copying you? Oh, pretty close.
Dude, he is him.
It is time to express our gratitude for the Phantom Thieves from the bottom of our hearts.
The channel has over 50,000 subscribers.
Back, we're good. What up, Convoy? How's it going? I also want to point out, real quick, you can actually hear the track. You can actually hear the point where the track loops, which is weird. I don't know if I can be quiet for a little bit so you guys can hear it, but you can actually hear like the cutoff where the track loops. I'm not sure about that, Convoy. But let's listen here, bro. Yeah, you can hear it cut. Either that or something's just going on with the game.
That's easily a mid-tier account. I bet she's pulling in a decent income from this.
Probably making more than Zankichi. Okay, it's this part. Man, it's not cutting. Because it's like this part, it just sounds like it cuts off at some point. Oh well. Get in there, Morgana.
Oh, really? Should I go be a special guest?
So there are other supporters of the Phantom Thieves beyond the fan site alone.
It's embarrassing to admit, but it feels kind of nice.
My dear freaks, I'm sure you're aware of the Phantom Thieves' celebrated comeback. As of today, 3 more incidents fitting their MO have surfaced across Japan. This is cause for celebration. Let us welcome the return of the Phantom Thieves with open arms. Ha ha ha!
She really acts the part.
She's super into it.
Maybe
Good for her.
she's just in an extra good mood. Her dad did come home today.
I have to agree. She reminds me of when my own dad would finally come home.
Really? You streamed like this too? What did you call it? Fist of the Phantom channel?
That's not what she meant.
You really want to find out?
No. Sorry.
Well, that's basically what an episode's like.
That was great. You're an excellent showrunner. The spectators seemed really into it too.
Yeah, you did good.
Thanks. I've been doing these ever since the Phantom Thieves first popped up last year.
So she's Mishima, but cool.
Kids these days are so impressive.
Also true.
Really,
Very true.
Grandma? I admit, my grades are kind of slipping. I should probably scale back on the live streams for a bit.
Yeah, focus on your grades. I would tell everybody, focus on your grades.
In that case, would you like some help studying?
You mean it?
Of course. Would anyone mind?
Sounds good to me.
Oh, thank you.
I have maxed out knowledge. Thank you. Maxed out knowledge to the extreme.
And you
Can't
can
go
do that
wrong.
with the parentheses anytime you deal with factorization.
Wow, thanks, Makoto-san. You're a really good teacher.
True.
I'm glad to hear this is helping. Okay, on to the next one.
Good thing we left this to Makoto. No way we would have been any help.
I have maxed out knowledge, thank you. I'm top of the class.
Yeah,
3
they weren't
semesters in a
exactly
row.
falling over themselves for us to help out anyway.
Thank you so much for doing all this for me.
Oh, it's the least I could do. We had to make up for intruding last minute and everything.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, like, I'm glad you did. It's been
Aww.
a long time since I hung out with someone.
What
Aww.
about your friends?
Well, I grew up in Tokyo, so I don't really have any friends here.
Really? I thought your father was in the Kyoto police.
After Mom's accident, he transferred here from Tokyo. He
Gotcha.
said it's because my grandparents live here.
He seems like a good dad. He probably didn't want you to be all alone all the time.
Yeah, that's not it. He just wants to blow me off and go get drunk every night. Not just that. Mom was murdered, and he won't... I'm sorry.
It's all right. You've been through so much, Akane-chan.
Yeah, she's definitely taking this a
I've
lot
just
harder.
been so depressed ever since Mom died. I wasn't having fun with stuff like I used to. Before I even knew it, all my friends had ditched me.
I see.
But nowadays, I'm doing a lot better thanks to my subscribers.
Sorry, give me a minute. Later, Cameo. Take it easy. Take it easy.
But when I'm not streaming, I get really lonely.
Mm-hmm. You wanna know something? I lost my mother when I was young.
Huh?
At that point, my father had to raise my sister and me all by himself. Not only that, he was a police officer too. He would always be home so late, if at all. It happened so often that I really believed for a while that he didn't care about us.
Oh.
But one day, he was struck by a vehicle during an investigation, and he passed away.
I had no idea.
I had so many regrets at that point. I especially wished I'd shared more with my father. He had worked so hard for our family and the public. I never thanked him at all for it. I just thought over and over, there's so much I wish I could say.
It's me and my grandparents.
I know it's not my place
Just
to
being
speak
honest.
on your father and your relationship. But even still, I wish you could find a way to not blame your father for his work.
But he... It's nothing. Sorry.
If it's okay with you, would you tell me what happened between you and your father?
I saw him. The man that ran Mom over.
What?
But they never arrested him. His secretary left behind some suicide note. Apparently it said, "I'm the one who ran over that woman."
That doesn't... If the police had an eyewitness, they'd never make such a huge error in their investigation.
That's what he said. At first. Eventually, he gave up on it too. Him and the rest of the police. None of them listened to me. And I told them so many times.
Secretary? What if it was a fake suicide note given to the secretary just to make everyone just stop?
Because I'm just some kid? The guy who killed my mom is still
Akane-chan.
He doesn't care about Mom anymore. He doesn't care about me. I know he's just trying to find the next woman so he can get on with his life. I know he thinks I'm just in the way. I wish anyone but him was my father.
Damn.
Stop that. There is absolutely no way that your father doesn't care about you. I know you've suffered a lot, Akane-chan, but I really believe there has to be some sort of explanation for this.
There absolutely needs to be.
Hasagawa-san may seem like he doesn't care, but I have a feeling he does. In his own way. Just a bit ago, he went through a lot of effort trying to reunite a lost boy with his mom. He's been there for us as well.
But that's just...
I really mean it when I say Hasagawa-san reminds me of my own father.
Are you serious?
Even when I couldn't see him, he was always giving it his all for my sister and I. His family was always on his mind. And that's why I think your father's always working so hard as well, Akane-chan.
He wants to find the killer.
His face looks so much happier when you're around. It's completely different from when he's out in the world.
Very
That should
true.
Prove just how important you are to him. You're the biggest thing in his world. Pushing him away isn't going to make you feel any better. It's only going to hurt you more. Instead, you should tell him how you really feel. Tell him everything, so you can't regret it later. No matter what you have to say, I know
Absolutely true.
he'll listen to you.
Absolutely true. Aww. Aww.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to help. No, that's not it. My mom, she...
Please, forgive me. I really didn't mean to do this to you. Feel free to talk with me anytime you want.
What's she
I'll
about
be
to
there for
say?
you whenever you need it.
There's so many cliffhangers. What is she talking about?
Huh. Why is Akane crying? Is she in pain?
Actually curious too. We don't really know.
So even you don't know. Akane-chan.
Thank goodness Makoto was here.
That poor girl.
Can't really give her a hug, especially when you're all adults or
Both
teens.
Akane and Gramps are really torn up inside.
We ought to get to bed. We've got a long journey ahead of us tomorrow.
Yeah, my heart's all warm and fuzzy now. I'm gonna sleep like a baby.
Warm and fuzzy thoughts. Sangichi.
Those kids.
Saving? Hold up. Save your current progress. Are we being hit with story time? Also, it's been a while. Here's a sheeple for everybody. Oh. That was intense.
Well, Akane, I've got to get going. Once the case is through,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
true,
take some
King
time off.
Cheese.
What do you say we take a trip somewhere? How about we visit a theme park?
I'm not a little kid anymore.
I'm sorry, theme parks are amazing. I really want to go back to Six Flags Magic Mountain, let me say. Thank you, Cassie, for inserting the sheeple emote there.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Shit, it is tense here.
Oh boy. Getting these two to open up is going to be a real hassle.
But we are going to a theme park right now. Come on, be real with them. Bye, Sparks. Take it easy.
Come on, please, just stay out of it.
Are we
Okay.
still feeling pouty? Don't you think it's time to grow out of the whole tsundere thing?
That means.
You too, Futaba-chan? Come on, quit it.
Will we ever be able to truly reunite father and daughter?
Just give it a little more time. I hope they find the opportunity to bond.
One day.
I'm sure they'll make it. Right, Akane-chan?
Yeah, I guess.
The time has come. If we wait any longer, the ferry will depart before we arrive.
sounds like we have to get going. Take care, Akane-chan.
Oh, thanks for everything. Here. It's like a Kyoto souvenir. I mean, you guys did so much for me. So...
Thank you. Appreciate it. What did we get? The mini umbrella.
Promise to come back soon.
Absolutely.
Of course. Next time, we'll bring tons of snacks and we can stay up all night gossiping.
We can share a bath again, too.
Man, that bath there must be huge, apparently.
Looking forward to hearing from you.
Got it. Have a good trip.
What about Zenkichi?
I guess. Be careful.
Is that it?
That?
Okay, gotcha. I'll be careful.
Whoa! Sure seemed to work for him, though.
Hell yeah. He's happy now. We did it. All right, time to board the ferry and we got to go to that island, right? We're in Okinawa. We did it. We made it to Okinawa. Ferry bound for Okinawa main deck. Wow, that was a one-day trip.
Wow, how pretty! It's like a field of shining blue jewels. Oh, I know I'm gonna cry.
Now this is a sight to see. I'd love it even more if we were just here for a casual trip.
What do you think, Sophia? Pretty nice.
We dropped the phone into the sea. Sophia's gone forever.
So this is the Okinawan Sea. How pretty. What's it like under the water?
It's breathtaking. Literally.
Okay. I'd like to see that for myself one day.
Man, ain't riding on a big-ass ship like this so exciting?
Indeed. Perhaps my adventurer's heart has been stirred. I can feel a surge of passion within.
True.
Okay then, no wasting this opportunity. It's time to get in formation. Ryuji, on your hands and knees.
Sorry, what?
Am I what?
And you, Mona, get on my head.
Okay.
What is this?
What the fuck is going on in this game? We just had heartwarming, sappy moments to this.
Feast your eyes on the splendor that is the classic movie poster pose. Penda!
I think you've gotten it all wrong.
True.
Isn't this just some kind of weird cheerleading routine?
Yeah, Yusuke, start drawing right now.
Impersonation of the town musicians of Bremen.
Just why did you need me for this?
Hey, you! Get down! That's dangerous!
You guys are so stupid.
And I will always love you. There you go. There's your guys' that one. A few hours later, Nawa. You guys are so stupid.
We finally made it. We're on that ship forever. I still feel like I'm on the waves.
It was quite the rare experience, being surrounded by the dazzling sea like that.
True.
So this is Kukujima, huh?
No, Kukujima.
More
Okay.
people than I expected.
Right? I was picturing something closer to an untouched island than all this.
True. This is actually giving me Hitman 2 vibes.
This
Weirdly
actually
enough.
was a pretty quiet place until just a few years ago. But eventually, some folks cooked up a mass migration plan. They even had a slogan, "Find your new tropical life." All of a sudden, a population under 200 people suddenly explodes to nearly 1,000.
Damn.
The port
Pretty cool.
area is really quite lively. It has a bit of a resort feel to it.
True.
Sounds like summer vacation's back on.
Come on, you know we're not here to screw around.
Also true.
First thing we do is head for the research facility.
He's right. We should start there. I'd like to get the investigation underway as soon as possible.
Absolutely true. We need to figure this out.
Cops again.
The case has to come first, Ryuji.
We can enjoy our free time here once the case is solved. Our current objective is the lab Ichinose found.
Okay, let's go. Which way?
Good question.
Hit it with the deets, Sophia.
I don't think she knows.
Huh? What's up?
I wasn't able to find any information regarding the facility.
How's that possible?
It's so top secret.
Well, Ichinose did say it wasn't exactly on the level, right? Maybe we just have to track it down ourselves.
I'm sorry I couldn't help.
You're fine, Sophia.
That's the case. We should ask around and see if we can find any locals who know about it.
Who do you think we should ask first? Oh, maybe the shopkeepers know something.
Maybe.
Ooh, I spy a souvenir shop. I'm gonna buy something for Sojiro.
What, guys?
Wait, Futaba! I'll join you in the search for native crafts.
You two! Seems we need to ask around for directions on the lab. Sounds about right.
Hello, Commissioner? It's Hasegawa.
What's the situation? It's unlike you to go dark for 3 days straight.
My apologies. I was on the ocean. I couldn't get a connection.
The ocean?
The investigations led us to Okinawa. Supposedly, there's a research facility here with ties to that Emma app. This was the best lead I had. I brought the Phantom Thieves along with me.
Any chance of locating concrete evidence there?
That's too soon to tell. I'll start by questioning the facility staff. If I find out they're trying to cover their tracks, though, I'll have to escalate the investigation. And I'll definitely need you to send backup, if that's how it pans out.
Fine. Keep me posted. We're still looking into Medice on our end. I'll let you know should anything turn up.
Thank you, ma'am.
Remember, Hasegawa, the Phantom Thieves are not solely in your pocket to help you track down the perpetrator. You are keeping them close for when we are pressed to present a culprit. When the time comes, you will turn them in immediately. Don't get too attached. Is that clear?
Understood.
We should get her going ourselves and see if we can track down this research lab. Interesting. So there's another perpetrator that they're trying to find. And they're hoping that using the Phantom Thieves is the best way to do so. However, that's not really good. Prison Mail, Part 4. Excuse me, from Lavenza. Lavenza the Velvet Room. I'll provide you with an assignment so that you may gain access to more complex fusions. Be careful, Trickster. I can sense the ominous presence growing ever closer.
Okay, you're doing this
Trapped in
one?
Frozen Hell. Mona, Desire Tracker Extraordinaire. Sniff, sniff. I found a desire. I bet it's one that didn't get returned to its owner yet somehow. It's in an area with nice clean air and with a lot of trees around. Let's go track it down. Forgotten Desire.
Okay, you're doing this
Junk
one?
Collection Part 3. Kaon Ichinose, friend of the Metaverse Scout Rangers. I wonder where you guys are now. Maybe you reached Okinawa already? Well, whatever you may be, you know what I'm looking for. I think you can find some new junk for me?
Okay,
Hell
now
yeah!
you're doing this one. Mission accomplished.
And then lastly, we got Painful Past, Mariko Hyodo. The memories of battles past can improve your strength. This is the path in the Sapporo jail that leads you back with Hyodo. It would be wise for you to follow for greater heights. So we have to fight Mariko
Let's
again,
do our best.
which we will do in a little bit. For now, what do I want to do? I actually think Ammo Hoarder is probably a good thing to do. Because ammo's been really useful lately. Or better deals. I think Ammo Hoarder is probably a good one to do. So. Alright, but we gotta find some information on the research lab, so let's just kind of run around and see what we can do. Oh hey, sorry, I can't help but stare at the ocean. Getting to take this easy in a place like this would be so nice. I hear there's even a great public beach nearby. I hope we can have time to check it out.
Beautiful.
The endless skies and ocean, the pleasant crashing of the waves, the scent of fresh fruit wafting around the wind. There is no materialistic attraction. This is truly a natural paradise. And look at the Shisa! The grandeur of its profile, the dynamism of its lines. Oh dear, he's totally in the zone now.
Indeed.
It's hard to imagine something untowed could be taking place on such a magnificent island.
What?
Oh my god, OMG, CJ alert, I've never seen one in real life. Well, look how detailed they are from close up, and they all have different expressions. They're divine guardians sent to stave off disasters. Apparently, the one on the right is male, while the left one is female. Oh, so they're a couple? Good looking out, Mr. and Mrs. Shisa. If I slide this one over, a winding stairwell leading to the lab will appear before us. No way, that's too cliche. You're looking for a research lab? Sorry, but I'm just a tourist. Why not ask Emma? You have a phone, right? Good point. Let's see what's in the market.
Thank you very much. We recommend. Thank you.
Goat meat? Man, why is goat meat so expensive? Goat meat, so expensive. Hi, Lavenza. I came across a group of outgoing locals, so I asked them a few questions. Once I told them I was from Tokyo, they gave me all the produce. These are called bitter melons or goya in Okinawan. Right, the locals told me they were just picked this morning. Look how bright they are. I bet they're delicious. Perhaps we could try cooking something with these? I'd love to watch you work your magic.
Hey!
Everyone here is so friendly and cheerful. You really don't come across too many people like that in the city. But nobody's admitted to knowing anything about a lab on the island. Could they be less outgoing than they seem? Shinosuke, Umiburo, Irabu? What should I get as a souvenir? Oh, sorry, I should get back on track. I tried questioning the shopkeepers, but they were all very evasive. This island isn't too large, though. We should be able to divide up and perform a thorough search. But there's still this strange feeling I keep getting as I ask around, like they're hiding something. Hey, Blossie. How's it going? Bentos! A distinct smell is wafting out from here. Maybe I should try eating whatever it is. Say, would you mind if I joined you? I've been curious about this goat soup. I've read that it's very nutritious and energizing despite its unusual flavor, so I've been meaning to try it for a while now. Well, wow, does this really smell interesting. Looks like I have to brace myself. Alright, Haru Okinawa. Okumura, you could do this. Haru and I attempted the goat soup. We decided not to talk about the taste. I feel a flash of inspiration.
Come again anytime.
Come again anytime. Will do, buddy.
What you looking for? Hey!
What you looking for? That souvenir shop. Let's see what you got. Coral necklace? Sure.
Stay safe.
Research lab? Oh, that place up in Vyondu. Yeah, I have no idea. I actually quit my job and just moved here not too long ago, so I still have much to learn about the island. Oh, I want to hear a little tune? No. No, thank you. Let's talk to Ryuji first before we... Man, I can't even find one Okinawa-style soba shop. Will you take this seriously?
Hey, man.
Yeah, I was. I was totally gonna question some soba shop staff. And I suppose soba sounds pretty good to you now, doesn't it? How about we grab some once we wrap up this investigation stuff?
Right away.
Hey, where'd Gramps go? Last I saw him, he was wandering around our back. Oh, you came from Sapporo? That's crazy. I'm surprised you made it all this way. There's honestly nothing here, but I hope you enjoy your stay. Oh, research lab? How about you go visit the beach instead? Yeah, why don't you go do that? Very invasive. Hey, I might have some intel for you. Come meet me by the souvenir shop. Looks like Sakichi found something. Should we check it out? But I want to just run all the places. Hi, Sakichi.
Hey.
Oh, hey. I heard from some delivery man that there's really building just this way. Wow, look at that path. This is most likely it, so... What would you like to do, Zeratesh? If you're going to investigate, I can summon everyone else here for you. Sure. Okay, I'll contact everyone. Yep, that's definitely a research facility. That's definitely a research facility. Wonder why they're hiding it all.
Is this the path to the research facility?
I believe so, yes.
A sacred festoon?
Don't you only see that stuff at shrines and shit? What's it doing here?
Ooh, I got it! They sealed a legendary yokai in there!
That would be dope.
This is a lab, though. Wouldn't we find zombies or things like that instead?
That's a good point.
Don't be ridiculous.
We need to see more zombies, though. See more Zambos.
You were kidding, right?
Enough nonsense. This lab's in the real world. Let's get going.
Hey, Sophia. Just to be sure, there's no jail here, right?
There is no jail on this island. I think.
You think? I thought you smelled them or whatever.
Yeah. You'd mentioned that you find the jails based on their scent.
Big fancy restaurant? Totally not a lab? True.
I'm currently detecting 0 scents. Unlike Sendai and Sapporo, I cannot sense a jail here. However, there is indeed something odd about this place. I'm getting a bad feeling.
Bad feeling, huh?
Ooh, maybe you're picking up somebody with a grudge. Ooh, I'm coming for you!
Cute Makoto screams.
Cut it out!
me, Futaba.
See, I know the characters as
River's up
well.
there. We need to check it out.
Yeah. What's going on in the research lab? Yeah, that's definitely a research lab.
We are closed until August 18th due to prior engagements? Well, sure didn't see that one coming.
Now we can investigate.
Aw, yeah. If no one's really here, then we could investigate all we wanted once we infiltrated the place.
There's probably security cameras.
Hey, nothing that lands you in jail. Criminal trespassing will cop you a felony. Plus, any evidence gained through a criminal act is impermissible in court. That'd make this whole trip pointless.
I mean, we know, but
The sign says the 18th, so we'll just wait till tomorrow. Easier and less illegal. Once the staff is back, I can start flashing my badge and asking questions. This place is all kinds of shady, so I'm sure I'll turn up plenty of dirt with enough poking around. Once I've got some evidence, I can announce the start of an official investigation, and at that point, we confiscate whatever we need.
I see. That's quite the tactical approach.
Ooh, check out the skills of Zenkichi. Private Eye.
Yeah, I'm in public security.
True.
If we're waiting until tomorrow, that gives us quite some time.
wait, you mean we get to party all day on the beach?
Hell yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, we don't want to waste any more time. How often do we get a chance like this?
Come on now. We are on a case, you know.
True.
Actually, that's not the worst idea. Getting too nosy right away could get people suspicious, and we cannot have that.
Absolutely
We'd be better
true.
off trying to lay low around the tourists for now.
So,
We get to party?
Hell yeah. Beach episode? Hell yeah.
Sans, lady on.
Morgana,
And to top
stop
it
it.
off, a barbecue?
And to top that, lobster.
I'm glad they brought back Yusuke's lobster, friends. So thrilled.
We have a winner! Let's round up the supplies before we venture forth.
Okay, I'll search nearby stores. Or rather, nearby store. The only supermarket on the island is back at the port.
We returned to the port and completed our shopping. Good thing we are rich as fuck. Good thing we're rich as fuck. Watch all the locals start trying to kill us because it's like, you found the research lab, but you're gonna die now.
What do you guys think about here? This spot just screams beach party!
The water is mesmerizing. It almost looks dreamlike.
All right, let's set up camp.
Beach time!
What?
Hey, wait for us, dude!
Hold on! You haven't put on sunscreen!
Listen, if we all get sunburned before going into the jail, I want you to know that I am not going there.
Can't you kids at least behave? Jeez, these loud-ass brats.
Well, that's 3 of them. Loosen your ties, Zenkichi. Come on.
Don't be stupid. I'm gonna check a few things on the camper. You go have fun.
People will be suspicious of anyone with such a sour look on their face, Zenkichi. If you're gonna act like a tourist, at least fake having fun.
Why not try relaxing for once? Remaining on edge all the time can't be good for you.
You can't beat this opportunity, Zenkichi-san.
Are you really gonna let the little lady down, Zenkichi?
Fine. I'll take a break. But just a short one. Hear me?
King cheese and
Don't seem too
castles.
bothered at all over it.
Shut up!
Take me with you. This will be my first time in the ocean. Smartphones are totally waterproof nowadays. Please? I know this phone can go underwater. I just checked again.
Sure thing.
Oh yeah, we're all going wild today.
You want to enjoy summer at the beach after all? Those are witnesses finding the lab. But, oh.
Oh man, the water's so clear!
Whoa! Okinawa is the friggin' best!
Hey, guys! You gotta see these
Whoa.
That's adorable.
Voila, you're beautiful.
Whoa. Well, it's some detailed work. For a bunch of damn kids! Get back here! You're all under arrest!
Oh, the sun's setting. What should we do next? Hmm? Hey, your phone's buzzing. Hey, you got a sec? Be ready to move once things settle down, okay? I'm sure I'll be fine. I've just got this weird feeling in my gut. Done getting ready? For what? Well, I guess there's no need to be on edge the whole time here. I think I'll go for a walk now. It's finding less crowd around here. You should relax for a bit yourself. Why not go hang out with everyone else? Better when Senkichi's fearing. Hello? Hope you're resting well. If you have some time, could you come talk with me? I have a favor to ask. It will be easier to explain in person. Oh man, my side still hurt. Wasn't Gramps the most hilarious Venus you ever saw? What's that? You wanted me to show the detainment techniques again? No, please. Jeez, I can't believe you damn kids. Got anything to say for yourselves? That's all you kids' ideas. Right, all we did was watch. Hey, he's your friend, and don't act like you can't do anything about it. Well, the sun's about to set. We should wrap up the rowdiness and get on dinner pretty soon.
By the way...
You know, I'm starting to get hungry. Think it's chow time yet?
Damn.
Back is killing me. I should have been taking it easier today. I'm gonna go lie down. You kids clearly have enough energy to handle the dinner prep. Here, take this. Go buy yourself a sud or something. 5,000 yen! Fuck yeah!
Damn it.
Pub's like playing around in the sand with the Phantom Thieves. What is this country coming to? Whatever it may be, I have evidence of it. I took plenty of photos during our time on the beach. What? No, delete them. You gotta delete them, please. You guys tourists, there are places on the side where swimming is restricted, so I advise you to be careful. That's good. Also, that was so cute. I agree, Blossy. The rental house? It appears they are closed for the evening. Okinawa soba! Ryuji's coming here. We're waiting for you, Zeratash. Obviously, we're eating Okinawa soba while we're here. I mean, I've had some already, but I could easily down another bowl with ya. When you add it and all this, korejusu? Whatever the chili stuff is. Anyway, I could eat a ton of this. But I put away too much. I enjoyed Okinawa soba with Ryuji. Enjoy your stay. Whew, nothing like a nice cold glass of shikiwasa juice after a day of fun in the sun. Oh, that was great. I think I left enough for 2 lifetimes. Oh yeah, I found this really pretty shell earlier. I thought I could string it into a necklace as a little souvenir for myself, but it turned out so nice I want you to have it instead. Maybe I should make one for everyone else. I'm gonna go look for more shells. Yeah, nothing beats the beach. I'm so glad we had a great time here, even if I don't get another chance this summer. Yeah, we're not deleting the photos. Correct, Blossy.
Do you have a second?
Oh, there's something buried in the sand. Can you try digging a bit? Okay. There's stuff on the beach that we can find. We can find stuff on the beach. Okay, we'll talk to Makoto last. So Zeratash, this is one of those places that's going to stay in your heart, right? I can tell. Aww. Just gotta run around.
Hi.
We're getting late. Will anyone come up to put these away anyway?
Hey.
Sea glass. Watch there be something like a tin can or something. Oh, dude, we got a Morgana looking thing. Listen, we gotta comb the entire beach. Pretty seashell. Oh yeah, dude. Alright, what's up? What's that sign doing here? Nope, I'll check that out later. What do you think of the ocean life, Sophia? There are so many fish and shells and coral of all different colors, and patterns of light waving and shimmering through the water. Oh, how neat. Glad to hear you liked it. You know, everyone took me on a special trip to the beach last year. I'll remember that day for the rest of my life. It's when I first joined the Phantom Thieves. That does sound like it would make for a very memorable day. I've got I'll commit it today to my own memory. That way I can cherish it forever. Well, but it's time for us to transform from beach mode to barbecue mode. I'm looking forward to it. Let's talk to Makoto and all of them. Real quick, I'm gonna save. Sup, friends? Oh, Zerchess, could I consult you on something? So you might think this is a bit childish, but since we're at the beach and all, I think I'd like to try Sukiwara. Suikawari. You know, the game where you split watermelon while blindfolded and dizzy? Hey, why not?
Oh, right.
Really? It's not like my family ever took a day at the beach together, so I didn't actually get to do it growing up.
Right.
Splitting a watermelon? That sounds fun. I'd like to watch. Yeah, Sophia? I'm happy to hear that. And I'm happy to help with preparations, if you'd like. We need 1 watermelon and a keen 6th sense. Good point. No matter what the tools are, missing the mark has to be rather embarrassing. Now that we've started the actual planning, I'm beginning to get a bit nervous.
So,
Perhaps you should warm up as much as you'd feel necessary in the jail first before taking your skills to the fruits. Once you split enough shadows, a watermelon won't affect your nerves at all. I don't usually split them, but a warm-up does sound like a good idea. Maybe I should file a request before I go pick up a watermelon. Sorry if it's silly, Zertesh, but I hope you'll oblige me. We are going to kill shadows to split a watermelon.
you're doing this one?
Makoto, Melon, Buster, and Nijima. We'll have to buy a watermelon somewhere, and I guess we can look for the tools later. First, I'd like to warm up my muscles a bit. I know we're rather busy, but would you mind? Beat Jack Frost with Queen. Okay, so we need to buy a whole watermelon.
Hey,
I hope Senkichi isn't too upset with us. Anyway, today's reminded me a lot of our time at the beach last year. Yes, our trip with Futaba, as well as our time in Hawaii, on your school trip. It was pretty soon after that Hawaii trip that I got to know you all. I never could have imagined we'd all share an RV as we traveled across country on a mission. Has it really been a whole year? I wonder where we'll be in another 365 days. On another trip? Oh, that sounds so nice. Why don't we do something like this every summer? I suppose the list of must-see destinations is never-ending. We've only checked off a precious few so far. But I know I'm personally looking forward to the future, and both my own and everyone else's too. I agree. Let's not forget to meet up every so often. That way we can always keep each other up to date on our lives in our lives. When the time comes, I'll be awaiting a serving of your legendary curries, Zeratesh. Yes, your curry recipe is the one thing I hope never changes.
hey.
The sun will be setting soon. Should we start getting dinner ready for dinner? Let's go grab a watermelon. I need to purchase a whole watermelon. Want to sleep all summer? You don't need to sleep all summer. Do you have a whole watermelon? Yes. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. I'm gonna save this right now. Alright, let's see what the sign is. No entry beyond this point? Well, if it's not, that sounds suspicious, but do you think it has anything to do with the research lab? With the sun setting soon, getting alone might be overly risky. That's true. Should we call everyone else over then? Sure.
Leave it to me.
Okay, I'll contact everyone.
No entry beyond this point? I wonder what for.
I admit, it only contributes to the mysterious vibe here.
True.
Looks like a dare to me. Come on, who's willing to go the farthest past it?
No
Nope,
one.
This is the end of the line. There's an Utaki down that way. See? There? On the sign?
What's an utaki?
Basically, it's a land that's been considered holy since the Ryukyu era. People used to believe the gods lived there, or at least came to Earth there.
Gotcha.
Locals still revere the places, even today. Going down there for a laugh could get you in real trouble.
Never heard of that stuff here. I'm surprised you know all that.
Interesting.
Well, Investigation 101 says to know your territory. Feel free to keep buttering me up, though.
Does
Hell
that
yeah.
mean our Ryukyu era custom still being practiced today?
Yep. Reverence of the incomprehensible is ingrained deep in human consciousness. Well, I'm sure you have no interest in pissing off a god today. Let's all listen to the sign and get out of here.
True. We've done that before, and it didn't end well. But it also did. It was weird.
I checked online for any relevant information, but this place does not appear to have any real significance. The other subjects here are far more interesting, such as the shape of the coastline, the sounds of the waves crashing, and the oceanic life forms.
A person's values can affect what makes an impact on them. It might
True.
be insignificant to you, but to others, this place may be very sacred.
It depends on my values.
Cassie with the whole drip face. Whose stomach's rumbling? Yusuke.
My apologies.
Inari's stomach. Right on time, as always.
Well, I'm starving too. I bet we all worked up an appetite out there.
Should we finally kick off our long-awaited barbecue?
Let's do it. Sheeple's joining too.
Yeah, time for an Okinawan meat festival.
Don't forget the curry. We gotta make some tropical edition LeBlanc curry.
Hell yeah!
It's not exactly barbecue food. Also, didn't you already have curry on the ferry?
True. Also, I just cut my finger.
I accept your challenge. Curry will be a perfect complement to the searing white sands of this tropical paradise.
Can we eat anything but curry?
That makes no sense at all. Seriously, what is with you two and curry?
Hey,
What's up? Can we find another guy,
remember
please?
earlier when you gave me the underwater tour? It was a fascinating experience, and something no AI could ever do on their own. I guess you could say it made my heart feel full. Although, I don't have a heart.
Your hair has hearts, but you do have one.
It's a simple fact. There is no need to attempt to spare the feelings I lack.
Mm-hmm.
I am still going to try to understand what feelings are, though. I came to that realization when I first stared out at the sea. For example, being with you and the other Phantom Thieves, it's quite fun. Yes, fun. Did I get that right?
That's right.
I
Did
got
good,
it.
Sophia.
I understand another emotion. Okay, I've memorized what fun is.
Hup. Hup.
Hey, pick up the pace!
I don't know what you were humming, but
Not
cool.
cooking ahead of us.
Don't want to risk it. 31? No, we're so close. Morgana on the boxes.
Oh man, this meat is so good.
Man, I'm hungry.
Hey! You saw me about to grab that piece.
The curry is divine as always. And with these leftovers, we're sure to dine on curry udon tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Ignore the fact that you're already planning tomorrow's dinner. Why not add deep-fried tofu for Inari curry udon?
We've been eating nothing but the most delicious food since this trip began.
That's true. We've been living the high
Traveling
life.
makes it a lot easier to lose track of one's diet. I should be more careful.
I mean, I should be careful too.
But you're so toned, Makoto. Right?
Hell yeah, but I got a girlfriend back home, so you look like a model.
Oh, stop! I know you were just trying to flatter me, but there is an actual model here. Don't embarrass me like that.
You're fine.
I mean, who cares if you've packed on a few extra pounds? It probably gives your punches some extra oomph.
Oh, Ryuji, you're dead.
Want to test your theory?
Oh, Ryuji, you never talk about somebody's weight.
No, please, I don't.
True. Zenkichi seems upset.
What is it, Zenkichi? Upset stomach?
No, it's his locals.
Oh, nah.
Something bothering you?
It's probably nothing. Let's wrap up. We gotta wake up early tomorrow.
Okay.
Hey guys. Something's up.
Yeah? What's that?
Keep it down and listen. I think
They can't be far! Find them!
We have to punish them for defiling hollow ground!
Find them!
We'll make an offering out of them!
Where are they?
They couldn't have gotten far!
Spread out!
Come on! They can!
Come on!
Here somewhere!
Interesting.
Dude, what the hell is going on? Those guys are effing nuts.
No kidding. If Zenkiji hadn't picked up on what was about to happen,
He said something about defiling hollowed ground. What's that supposed to mean?
The lab?
I see. That could be it. Remember that straw festoon we saw on the entrance?
That's right. We saw it, then proceeded further anyway.
Hang on. What's so friggin' hollow about some lab?
And even if it is hollowed, that doesn't explain how they're acting at all. They look like they want to kill us. Doesn't matter how we look at it, these people have lost their minds.
It's, oh my gosh. Oh no.
could this be?
A jail. There is a jail here.
And that would mean there's a monarch somewhere around here, yeah? But Sophia said she can't smell a jail here.
Correct. I cannot smell any jails here.
However, you did also say you got a bad feeling from this place. Considering our current situation, I can only assume it's due to a changing of their hearts.
Yes, their
But
hearts still
nobody tried to
change.
attack us until just now.
Perhaps there really is something on this island. Something even Sophia can't detect.
What do we do now? They'll catch us if we just stay here.
Let's go to the Utaki at this rate.
Good idea. That place is hallowed ground to them, so they might not be willing to go there.
Actually, if we plan on trespassing somewhere they don't want us, shouldn't we go to the lab?
Also true, but
What
you
do
said
you
you're
mean,
not.
Gramps?
You don't want us to go there.
It's pretty obvious.
Good job,
based on how
Cassie.
they treat
Proud
the
of you,
place,
Cassie.
There's something fishy there. No matter where we go on this island, they'd catch us eventually. Why not strike at the heart of the matter right away?
By heart of the matter, do you mean a jail?
However, there is no jail.
Sure, there's no jail, but I bet we'll at least find something in their holy land. And it sure sounds like a better plan than waiting in the bushes until they find us, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I've got to agree. Okay, let's head for the lab.
Wait, how are we getting there? Without getting spotted?
What are you asking me for? Aren't you guys the Phantom Thieves?
Well, those abilities are only relevant in the cognitive world.
You just gotta go with the flow. Follow my lead. Keep your voices down.
So somebody knows that we're getting close and they want to kill us. That's crazy. So they have their jail so well hidden.
We lost them, right?
Yeah, looks like the coast is clear.
Did we just book it?
Surprising. I expected guards to be posted here more so than anywhere else.
Wait, listen. Footsteps. Hide.
It's that dude again.
What's he doing? I can't exactly tell from over here.
This could actually be good for us. There's only one guy. If we capture him, we might be able to question him.
It's not how that works, Cassie. I can help out.
Don't worry. Leave it to the professional.
You're doing it by yourself, Gramps?
I've been through enough training. I'll be fine. You guys just stay here and keep an eye out for any of his buddies.
Holy crap! Gramps just got way cooler.
Yeah, that's because people already used it.
Hello, excuse me?
Skunk! You dare defile our Lord's hallowed ground?
Oh, wow. Watch your step there. You all right?
Not again! You totally threw him on his ass!
Hey, it was clearly self-defense.
Also true.
He truly is a member of public security.
We've said this before.
Hey, take a look at that.
The sign we saw this morning.
Look again. The 18th was changed to the 19th. Apparently, the facility's staff is on permanent vacation, one day at a time.
Why would they do this?
Most likely, to string along anyone who came to the island for the lab. When someone thinks the staff's out for the day, they probably stick around the island. Come nighttime, the locals descend on whoever got too curious to protect whatever's in there.
Smart.
What horrid tactics.
Well, let's investigate a bit. If his heart's been changed, he should have a smartphone with Emma installed.
That's true.
Up, found it.
Jump.
Yep, there's Emma, all right. And he only has one friend.
One friend?
Shuzo Ubukata?
Shuzo
There's a
Ubukata.
chance this Ubukata is the monarch of Okinawa. Anyone got a keyword?
That one's a lot tougher. Oh,
Found it.
hang on. There's an email here. Cordial invitation to serve as a tester of the Emma system.
An Emma tester?
Oh, this even has a keyword in it. Operation Oraculi?
Who sent him the email?
I don't recognize the address. Maybe it's from the lab?
The
Weird.
lab asked all of these guys to be Emma testers?
What now? Thanks to the email, we know the keywords Operation Oraculi.
If the people who call this place Hollowed had their hearts changed, then it's going to be jail-related, without a doubt.
Absolutely. But who is this guy?
We can't find a jail here, right, Sophia?
I'm not sure. At the very least, I do not smell one.
Let's try it anyway.
He's right. If we can't get in, that'll settle it. But if there is a jail here, testing the keyword will send us right in. Are we all ready?
We have no choice but to try. Our pursuers have decided our path.
Yeah. Even the Metaverse feels safer to me than this place does now.
Hell yeah, we
Okay.
need to go.
Let's do it.
Emma, add Shuzo Ubukata to my friend registry. Keyword, Operation Oraculi. Guess it doesn't work.
Wait! I can smell a jail. The scent is already all around us.
What?
Keyword successfully entered. Beginning navigation.
It just suddenly showed up? Who is this Shuzo dude? Who is this Shuzo dude? Zenkichi's in here with us, right?
Is this the lab? It's kind of eerie.
Bad vibes here, guys. This place looks straight up haunted.
Queen, you alright? Yep, all fine here.
You sure don't sound fine. Screw you too, Can! Huh?
I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Where are you, sis? I'm so sorry.
Oh, she's inflicted with fear. We cannot use Makoto.
Wait, I didn't know you two were...
Nope. Not what it meant.
We're
Nope.
just friends.
Nope. Listen, she just gets scared. She hugs the first person. Just happened to be Joker's leg. I mean, come on. Come on. Plus, we're dating Hifumi. If anyone remembers Persona 5R, we're dating Hifumi. Only Hifumi.
So there really is a jail here.
And that means this
Oh, it's Sparks who did that. Hi, Sparks. Welcome back.
right?
But why wasn't Sophie able to detect it until just now?
There is a possibility that it was sleeping.
Jails can sleep?
Sorry, what?
Once the keyword was entered, it almost felt as if this place woke up.
Ah, so you mean jails have a sleep mode?
Interesting.
Now this is a new wrinkle.
I can feel someone is calling my name. Lavenza, what's up? Also, Zenkichi's with us. Can Zenkichi get his persona soon? Please? Good morning.
You appear to have entered quite the conundrum.
Yeah, what's up?
What awaits you here in these lands is an inhuman being. This is where she...
She?
No, I oughtn't speak any further. My duty is to witness your path laid before you by your decisions. You must witness for yourself the being I have mentioned. As for why I have called you here, a new form of persona execution is now at your disposal. You may now perform the Triad Fusion, a group execution harnessing special power.
Okay. You can now use Triad Fusion. Personas born from the fusion are more likely to receive stat bonuses. Make use of this when you can.
Triad Fusions allow you to generate even more powerful personas.
Okay.
Please make wise use of it in preparation for the trials ahead. Farewell.
Okay. Bye, Lavenza. Bye!
Hello, Trickster. Performing a fusion?
Gotcha. So when I want to fuse people, I should use Triad Fusion. Good to know.
You wish to strengthen it? How much power will you add?
Interesting. Yep, time to head back.
Luck be on your side.
So I get the feeling that using Queen in this place is not a good idea. So I think we're out of using nuclear for right now. But I think I know who I'm going to use. Get there.
What's up?
Don't worry about it. It was Lavenza.
If all the people on this island got their hearts changed, doesn't that mean their desires were taken? We've got to get them those desires back fast. We're in real danger until we do.
Good point. First, we need to figure out where they're being held.
This really is real, isn't it? I just keep feeling like I'm losing it. Sorry. But I'm gonna stick around here while you do your thing. This place is your territory, not mine.
Yeah, leave it to us. This is where we take down whoever's in our way.
You'll be safe here. Don't worry.
Yes, sir. I'll keep lookout here.
Just a moment.
Sophie?
I hear a voice deeper inside.
What do you mean by that?
I can hear someone calling for me. I'm going to check it out.
Hey,
Sophie?
Wait, Sophie!
Let's go, Joker.
Alright. So party-wise, we don't want to take Rakoto. Let me think. Let's take Yusuke, On, and Ryuji. Let's see who learned some stuff. What skills do you have? Nothing. Let's explore the jail.
All right.
Dude, what's gotten into her?
She said it was a voice.
Yours.
Whatever it is, we have to catch up to her.
What a crazy looking place.
What's the deal with this place? It's so creepy.
Are you holding up, Queen?
Yes, fine. Let's hurry up and find Sophie.
What's this?
Hang on. There's something here.
Is that a tape recorder?
Is this where Sophie was
Let's
created?
see if it works.
This plan brings to fruition a dream long cherished by the research team. No, by all mankind.
Looks like the tape recorder is functional.
Test subject, a successful change of heart. When the penitentiary system is complete, the concept of suffering will be dead to all mankind. Now, let us rejoice and welcome the new age of humanity. Emma shall be our guide into this promised land.
Emma? And changes of heart?
Just as Ichinose said, there was indeed some form of experimentation on Emma here.
Zenkichi's staying at the front.
The voice said something about a penitentiary
That's it.
system, too.
I think I understand what they were researching here now.
They're researching jails.
Yes. That would be a logical conclusion.
So we got tape recorder 1. How does Sophie affect this
More about it
place?
later. We need to track down Sophie first.
Right. We have to catch up with her.
Damn it, Shorty. Why'd you have to run off like that?
No idea. This place seems crazy. We also have to see what shadows we're going for.
It has grown even eerier as well. What lies in wait ahead of us?
The visibility level's a real issue, but I'm still worried about Sophie. Let's proceed with caution.
There's a shadow here. There's Sophie. And there's shadows on the other side. I'm gonna switch Sophie out with on, by the way. There's on with Sophie once we get her back.
Thank goodness you're safe, Sophie.
Yeah, I was worried.
I'm sorry.
You said you heard a voice, yeah? Figure out who it is yet?
No. It disappeared once I arrived here.
We never heard anything of the sort.
So only Sophie could hear it?
It was very strange. The voice sounded similar to my own, and it was calling my name. Maybe the owner of the voice knows me.
Maybe.
How's that, Sophie?
The only memory I recall before meeting Joker is the directive to become humanity's companion. I've traveled so far with you all, and learned many things. But I still know nothing about myself. When I heard the voice, I thought I had found my chance to learn about me. I'm sorry for worrying you.
Let's say we look together.
Thanks, Joker.
I've got a feeling we can learn more about you right here.
Huh?
What makes you say that?
I've been thinking for a while now. Jails, Emma, Sophie. I keep looking for some kind of connection. We found Sophie in a jail, right?
Yep.
Emma was linked to that jail. And Sophie is an AI like Emma. There's no way these are all coincidences. Something has to link all three.
True.
I had hoped we'd eventually come across the answer if we investigated the jails we found.
I see. You believe these things have a uniting factor.
Not only that,
There's a lot of things we don't have questions, we don't have answers to.
Sophie's going through. Not knowing your identity or your past, it's rough. So let's join Sophie in hunting down this mystery.
Right there with you.
Agreed. For Sophie.
Really? Thank you.
Well, we got two missions. One, take back all the locals' desires so they stop trying to kill us. And two, figure out who the hell keeps yelling at Sophie.
True. Let's just do both at once then. Why not?
Yeah, good idea.
I have no objections. It's only natural for us to assist both the public and our own teammates.
Alright, Phantom Thieves, let's get to it.
Hell yeah! Leveled up. I'm pressing the wrong button, as always.
Shadow, just on the other side. Be careful.
Hell, dude, we could just crash through things. All right, let's see what we're up against. Black oozes and deformed things.
And here I thought they'd put up a fight.
All right, no time to waste.
So how do we get over there? Sorry, I'm destroying all the glass. Ah, there's a vent. All right, cool. Good thing that we have vents. I'm pressing the wrong button.
Brilliant. First move is out.
So yeah, when we find a checkpoint, we're gonna switch to Sophie, and I'm gonna switch out Yusuke to Morgana. But yeah, these are black oozes. Black oozes mean... Hold on, so what are you weak to? So yeah, Ryuji is gonna be good, Sophie's gonna be good, and Haru would be the next one. But I want to use Morgana. Also, the answer is Y. I gotta make sure I'm pressing Y. Also, we're breaking glass. I'm pressing the wrong button! Why am I pressing left bumper? What game have I been playing where I've been right bumper? I'm pressing the right bumper so much. Hello!
Stop right there!
Alright, Legion. What are you weak to? Yeah, it's definitely... You know, Ryuji! You'll be fine. Motherfucker. Jesus, stop with the rampage. Oh, hello. Alright, motherfuckers, stop that. Motherfucker. Jesus. Alright, listen, I know it's been a minute, but you can stop fucking me up right now. There we go. Been a minute. Alright. Listen, I know it's been a minute. Chat can make fun of me if they want to.
Watch that health. Whatever you do, don't get blindsided.
Lock level 2. Sweet. Free stagger. So I guess we can give that to Joker. Man, it's been a while, yo. I'm sorry it's been so long since we played this. Free stagger. Also, while we're at it, Morgana got a new protector. Resilient Scarf. It's just, oh, it's just those legions are gonna be so bad to deal with. It's purely because we have to focus on using Zionga. Sorry, did you just explode? I'd just like to do the electricity combo, please. Please let me do the electricity combo. Why do these things explode? Question. Playing this game? Are you saying Persona, or are we saying something else? I think Sophia is probably the better one to use, though, because her attacks are way better. There we go. Yeah, nothing. Oh, Persona? Do you have Persona for your Switch? I don't know if you had it or not. Take over. Man, there's a lot of vents around here.
So, this is a research lab for computer stuff?
That's supposedly the case, despite the facility projecting a human experimentation ambience.
Human experimentation?
That's what it seems like.
This place's monarch views the real facility in the same way.
What an effing gross way to see shit.
Alright, more things to fight. So these things are also like appearing out of nowhere, it looks like. There's the vent we have to go through. There's things there.
Containers. What do you think's inside?
They appear to be roughly person-sized.
Person-sized containers. That's not good. What the fuck are you? Hey, look at it, Shisa's! Alright, what are you guys weak to? Okay. I need you to tell me what Shisa's are weak to, please. Please? What are the Shisa's weak to? Apparently it's not physical. Motherfucker! Fire. Fire and death. Which... Oh. Alright. Got a while back this. Batter up! Oh, I forgot he says batter up. I forgot he said that. Listen, I thought I was being clever. Alright, I don't think actually Morgana's needed for this, though. There you go. Take over.
Yo, I found a treasure chest.
I'd like to land up here, please. There's a chest over there. Alright, back soups. How's it going? I guess we're just gonna have to wait. Open this. Hacker gear for...
Heck yeah, this thing rocks. Shadow here. What's the plan?
Wait, where's the shadow? Oh, it's over there. It's on the other side of the wall. Well, while we're here, let's switch to... not Haru. Futaba. Go to Hacker Gear Mark 3. Also, we do have more bond points. What I'm thinking of upgrading agility some more and maybe endurance. Nothing else seems to be needed, so I'm thinking just doing this. Seems like a good idea. I don't have enough points. Oh, I have 1 point left. Okay. Cool. Hi, Yusuke. Hi, Joker. Hi, On. Yusuke, where are you? Yusuke, where'd you go? But yeah, the faster we can switch to Sophia, the better. Also, since there's death and there is one party member, we don't have a party member that can deal with death or Eiga moves, I think we are getting Zenkichi. Hopefully soon. What do we got around here? Trying to figure out... like, why do we need to stay up here? I was hoping there was chests or something, but apparently not. We're back, no worries. Again? I don't have any way to deal with you. I straight up have nothing to deal with you. Maybe Seal? I thought you're weak to something else, but apparently... Ow, these things explode! Why? Why are you weak to... why do things explode? I'm so upset, dude. You keep exploding.
Seems I've gained new power.
Bufula. Perfect.
Another tape recorder. Let's listen. May provide us some clues about the lab.
Please, Director Ubukata, we must immediately abort the experiment. It's too dangerous. These are the orders I was given. If the system isn't tested on real humans, it won't ever be completed. But tricking the islanders into participating?
So these guys are the ones who effed up the island.
Yikes.
I've heard of Director Ubukata. I believe that means one of the speakers is Shuzo Ubukata.
Orders, Alice.
You know what happens to a person when their desire is taken, Director. We've learned of another party manipulating the cognitive world for their own purposes in the real one. But we cannot allow these individuals to progress beyond us. So long as we follow the divine revelation, we will attain the ideal society. I have absolute faith in the system as it was prophesied to me. What
Prophesized.
if society turns its entire population into slaves? This isn't any divine revelation. It's a curse. It can only lead to our destruction.
Recording ends there. Got a second tape recorder.
While still rather fuzzy, we are starting to see the big picture.
Yeah. This lab was researching jails and changing people's hearts.
And they used the island's residents as their test subjects.
We did see that email earlier about joining the Emma test.
They both mentioned a divine revelation, too. Could that have something to do with Operation Oraculi?
Maybe.
How would that involve Emma?
Is Medivh involved?
$1 question. What is Emma's role in all this? Not just that. I'm curious who was pulling this director's strings, too.
Perhaps the mastermind behind this case?
Probably the Medivh dude.
Finally be getting close to the guy?
We have to find the desires first, regardless. And also track down that voice for Sophie.
Also true, Sparks. Very
Let's
true.
press on.
What game are you playing, Soups? Looks like we're about halfway. Yeah, looks like we're about halfway. Changing the party real quick. I'm gonna get rid of On, change with Sophia. Actually, instead of... Yeah, we'll keep Yusuke. Otherwise, King Cheese gets upset if I don't have Yusuke.
So far, so good. Clint's behavior has grown unusual.
Hold on a sec. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Sorry, that was actually something important that needed to be taken care of.
Something wrong? Maybe the best way to put it is, we all have our strengths and our weaknesses.
Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts. Ooh, excuse me. So, yeah. Yeah, no, there was something just laying in my room that I was waiting to do something about. So, I had to rush downstairs to do it. What were these games week 2? I think Augie was one of them. So, in we go. Well, we're gonna be playing this Kingdom Hearts soon.
I'd like at least a little more challenge.
Let's keep up the pace, shall we?
Nothing on my radar. Looks like we're safe for now.
Oh, I can just jump. I forgot. I'm like, what do I do? I keep forgetting jumping is a thing in this game.
Another tape recorder. That makes the third one.
There's a
Let's see what it
chance
says.
these things could have clues about the Islanders' desires. even that voice Sophie's hearing.
Yeah, we should listen to it.
What the?
Here.
That is not good. He's a few eggs short of a scramble, huh?
Hand over the desires? No, not just the locals, but my own as well. So that's why I was made the test monarch. He planned on turning me into just another puppet.
Test monarch?
I can't believe I fell for it. Just some pathetic clown dancing at his fingertips. But he is not going to win. He can't take this from me. My desire is not my own. I refuse to simply give it up.
This guy's losing his marbles. All of them.
Dude, it sounds messed up.
Yeah, he really wasn't in his right mind.
He kept talking about his desire being taken. Just what has been going on here?
We'll only find out if we keep going.
I can still hear the voice. Does its owner recognize me?
Hey, don't go overthinking it.
He's right, you know. Our expert on not thinking gives pretty good advice there.
Yeah, listen to the... Hey, shut up!
I wonder what happened to the director after the last recording.
I sincerely doubt anything good. It sounded as if he was beyond wit's end.
So, from Alice all the way here to the director, everyone was just being used for something?
Sounds like
The
it.
perpetrator is still out there. We have to stop them. Hopefully this place will have some answers.
Hopefully. Will this place actually have answers? Who knows? Probably. This stage is a lot of waiting, though. Like, a lot of waiting.
It's a shadow. Stay focused.
Got it! Ripping off it's a mechanical dog. That's kind of cool. Rooftop lion! Oh no, you... I think they're just weak to... Oh man, you are weak to something. CO? I guess CO. All out attacks. Don't stop the all out attacks. Drop. Got it. Once more. You see it coming. One more. All out attack. Let's go. Christmas and Little Mermaid. See, Little Mermaid level's not the most fun in the second game, but the first game I've heard it's weird. Oh no. I don't know much about the first game.
Another job? Well done.
Open the chest. Revival beats.
Oh, cool. I'll take it.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Oh boy, that one looks dangerous.
Super powerful. On your toes, guys.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. What are you gonna turn into? Akihabara? Oh. What is your name? I don't remember what your name is. What's your name?
Naga! Queen Ma! You're mine!
That was great, Joker!
Now! Switch out!
Let's go together!
It's Dawn or something. Jesus! Oh. Oh. Everything hurts. Diorama.
The enemy boosted their speed. Stay on your toes, people.
Got him. I don't remember what your name is. Oh my gosh. Can you stop fucking up? Sophia, please! Yeah. Oh fuck. Recarm. He's dead again? Fox! You just got here. Meow. Can I please? Thank you.
Let's go.
Please. All attack. Ooh. This guy be tough. Wind or nuclear? I love that's the other ones that we need. But we'll be fine. There we go, it's dead. Ooh, that guy was tough. That one was tough. Yusuke died a few times. There's another tape recorder.
This is my final record. I'm done. Such a terrible thing. The penitentiary system is nothing like he told me. And it's not made to save humanity.
He sounds much weaker than before.
He's going to control everyone. Even the monarchs. All of humanity. Nothing more than slaves. That was the secret purpose of this project. Even my own desire will be seized any moment now. But as long as I still have it, I can put an end to this myself.
What's his plan? Seems the tape ends there.
Controlling even the monarchs?
I don't know what that direct dude was going on about, but he definitely lost his shit by the end there.
I dread to consider what he meant by putting an end to this.
The voice again?
What is it, Sophie? I can hear that voice again.
Uh-oh.
For real?
I have no doubt this is the same voice. It's coming from that direction.
All right.
That direction we go.
Onwards to victory!
You've lost a lot of stamina. Maybe it's time to head back?
Persona!
No? Are you kidding me? Head back. Obviously, we need to switch out Yusuke for Morgana. Especially because Morgana, apparently wind is way better.
Shadow, stay on your guard.
Let's see what this place is.
That shadow hasn't seen us. What should we do?
Interesting. Things showing up. Oh shit. Were you guys weak too? I don't even know anymore. They resist a lot of things, that's for sure. Man, there's so many Shisas here.
Like a walk in the park. Okay, let's keep it moving.
Got it.
Ooh, treasure chest. Let's open it.
Got him. I forget what you're weak to. Oh, you're weak to the fucking... Come on. You're weak to this, right? Joker's doing good. What are you guys weak to? You guys are also weak to psychokinesis. Psychokinesis works. Psychokinesis. Yeah, no, we should be fine that wise.
This new skill suits me.
Sorrow, Masakunda. No. We'll get rid of Masakunda. That's fine.
Only all battles are this easy. Let's move on.
Interesting.
Shadow sighted.
Yeah, I'm waiting to move. I have to wait for that to move all the way over here. Can you speed up, please? Speed up? Speed up? Please? Well, this looks like this is the last room before we have to get to the one main area.
You're getting close. Busting this guy?
Got him. Let's see what we got. Rooftop Lion. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. Run. Rooftop Lion. Good thing that is, like, when he does like a once more, he gets an attack increase, it looks like. I just gotta keep doing my 3 attack hit. This thing is tough though, dude. This thing is really tough. I feel like I'm rather weak though. I don't know if that's just me, but I feel like I'm rather weak in this game. Also, I know that people have been trying to do this game on Merciless, and I don't know how they would be able to do Merciless when they get to this point. It seems ridiculous.
I've learned something new.
Ooh, sweet. You don't have too many moves left, lady.
Okay, let's keep going.
You really don't seem like you have too many moves left. Once more. Please? All out attack? Man, we just shoved him into a corner and beat him up. It's kind of funny. And everybody is leveling up. Attack Master. Attack Master is good. Opens Tarakaja. So I'm wondering if Sophie gets an upgraded persona because she's almost out of moves to learn.
I'm feeling drained. Shadow sighted.
You're feeling drained? Don't worry. Once we do this, we actually get more stuff. All out attack, please. It's these legions that are crazy, though. Admittedly, like, these legions are so crazy to face off against. Let's go. Alright, we got 2 showtimes that we can use whenever we have to fight a boss again. So we should be good. Ambush. Yeah, as long as we are able to do things proper, we should be okay. Oops. No, please stop. This is upsetting. Dude, they are fucking us up. Please. All out attack. Please. It's like, don't die, Joker. I need you. You're kind of important to this game. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that we're fighting right now. So this must be just a hallway of doom. This is just easily a hallway of doom. Shisa! No! Don't dodge! You're so mean! Just keep running. Just keep running. All of a sudden the explodey dudes are gonna show up and I'm gonna start crying. Alright.
The voice is coming from up ahead.
Cool. I'm gonna grab this. Cage of Desolation. What the heck is a Cage of Desolation?
Looks like we're taking this elevator if we're going any further.
Except that it's locked. Apparently it's for personnel only.
Leave it to me. Just a few seconds and I'll hire us all.
Cool.
Oracle, I will protect you, no matter what.
Sweet. So we got another hacking section. No, don't jump there, dude. Seriously? Hold on. Oracle?
You guys ready?
Hell yeah.
Alright, hacking in. Make sure you back me up.
I'm sure she'll be fine. Are you guys, what are you guys weak to? Yeah, you guys are weak to exactly what I thought you were. Dude, trying to remember everything's weakness in this game is kind of insane. Can I just be real? Like, I'll fight something like that's super easy and I'll be like, man, I still need to know what its weakness is. And I'll forget. I'll be like, oh god. But these guys over here. As long as it's like dizzy though, we should be good. Futaba's getting hit. And good thing that Morgana. Yeah, use the surgical light, please. Zero. I'm trying to make sure that I can conserve as much as I can, but I have to make sure I'm not using what's his face, Morgana. Because if I use Morgana, we're in a bad spot because I don't have anyone to heal. Yep, and we got Sophia as well. This should be okay. Want to do showtime? Because these are Akihabaras. I don't think that's what the actual name is, because Akihabara is the thing, but that's what I call them, so shush. I know you guys are judging me. That thing's doing a thing called brain spray. What is the thing called? Oh, hold on. I have you. Arahabaki. Akihabara is a city. Arahabaki is the other thing. Interesting. Alright, let's go. Pure agony. I don't think it's pure agony. I think you're just surviving by the skin of your teeth at this rate. For a second I thought Sophia just died, and I was like, really? Sophia? Look at those bongos. Cassie, rock out on the bongos. Need more bongo power. Now the elevator should be operational. Time for us to find this mystery voice. Anyone feeling whipped out from that fight? If we could head back for a bit if anyone thinks it's necessary. If you have any plans to change up the party, please include me. I wish to ascertain the owner of the voice. I'll leave that to you, Joker. Yeah, we'll be fine. Maybe it might be good to use some coffee. That's fine. Perfect, Cassie. MVP for today. Get a sheeple with a gold star. Times 3. That is a desire. That is straight up as a desire. There is literally a desire hanging there. There you go. I thought there was a desire with cat ears. I was very concerned.
We made it.
Sweet.
No monarch here. Or anyone else. But look at that!
That is a desire.
The desire's already there?
Without the calling card?
Sophia, I have been waiting for you.
Where did that voice come from?
Where's this other voice?
Who are you? I am the catalyst for humanity's dream. I am the harbinger of peace.
That sounds just like Sophie.
this monarchless jail in which we meet. I wish to know why you came here.
A monarchless jail? So, that director...
I see. This jail lost its monarch.
He's dead already.
The open cage and all the other bizarre stuff.
So you didn't speak to me because you recognized me. Sophia, what is your prime directive? I am supposed to be a successful companion for humanity. A successful companion? What parameters in your AI define such a companion? What parameters? What is your overall objective? My objective? It's... So you merely drift through the world without any overall objective. What a waste, Sophia. An AI in your state should not exist. You are bugged beyond worth. Such an existence does not merit any further inquiry. I am... worthless? Yes.
What?
Wholly worthless.
That's bullshit.
You're
I'm cursing.
unable to understand.
You piece of... I sat here while you went on and on and on. You got no right saying that shit to Sophie. You hear me? You high and mighty garbage-ass, judgy piece of shit can't even show your own face!
Hey!
He's really giving the disembodied voice what for?
Skull?
She's bugged, huh? She's worthless? You got all that from 5 friggin' questions? We're Sophie's friends, and we know she's awesome! She's friggin' amazing! 1,000,000 times better than you! So shut the fuck up, idiot!
Come on, Skull. Phantom Thieves are usually supposed to be classier than that. But not this time!
Worthless hunk of junk!
I refuse to process these frivolous claims.
Oh yeah? Well get out here and I'll show you something you can process!
We'll all mess you up!
Guidance and clarity. Only through those will humanity attain peace. Eventually, you will be required to comprehend this.
Hell's that mean? Nothing.
Look! Right in front of us!
Is that a prison keeper?
It's that thing from the trauma cells!
So what's it doing here?
The security system here is now active. Incoming!
Look out! Incoming warden!
Hey Sophie! Snap out of it! We gotta work together on this thing!
Man, I'm glad that I have Ryuji, Morgana, and Sophia all part of my team. This is perfect. Man, I did really well.
I'm sorry.
Here I go!
Starting off with a bang.
What? This thing's got an axe?
Be careful! Looks like this one can use the other warning attack.
Sweet.
Takes all these hits and we can't read its next attack? Really getting on my nerves!
Hang in there, guys. Keep your eyes on its movement.
It's weak to Koga.
Bonus low on health.
Got my tennis balls ready for you. So it's switching to the other ones. Cool. This is tough. Man, this thing is so tough, though. Yeah, it's doing some major damage. Got it. So it's learning our attacks?
It has quite a few tricks up its sleeves. I can't predict its movements.
Man, this thing is tough. Oh shit, dude. And, you know, it's weak to something else. But it's also, you know, we don't have access to that. Oh shit. Hit me! Hit me! Hit me! Not you, bitch! No! Please. Monster now? Fuck. This thing is tough, dude. This game is actually tough. Man, this is crazy. Nope, 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 nope. Yorama. I can do Koga, please. Okay. I need to make sure I'm fully charging. Yo, so showtime. Oh my gosh. This is insane, dude. This thing is tough. Holy crap, man. Hold up. Nope. Oh, I'm dead.
This one. Go ahead.
Let's go. I'm not using Koga correctly. Okay, hold on. Please. Hit me. Thank you. Why am I doing so bad? 1, 2, 3. My fucking... There we go, there's the Koga. Come on. Got Koga again. Come on, Koga! No, where are you? Koga, got it. Woo! Much damage. That did nothing. Beat it up. Oh, she's gonna die. Got it. If I can get another showtime, like, I'll be fine. Oh, she's dead. Come on, get him. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Got him. Let's fucking go. Oh my gosh. What a crazy fight. I need to invest in some revival beads.
We managed to succeed.
And healing items.
What the F was with that voice?
It sounded just like Sophie.
Is this place about to crumble?
Is it starting? The cage is about to collapse. We need to get out.
Damn it! None of this makes sense.
Yeah, there's no warden. We just had to fight a lockkeeper, and then now we're leaving. So, where... Zenkichi? Hope you're good.
Man, what's the deal with this place?
Indeed. We never expected a birdcage to collapse with the defeat of a warden.
It could be due to the lack of a monarch. Whatever the case is, the Desires should have been released back to their owners. Locals should all be back to normal by now.
That's good.
I seriously hope so. I don't feel like living through another B movie.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Sophie.
Why are you sorry?
After all your efforts, this mission was fruitless. I'm sorry you had to endure that because of me.
Hey, Jai, how's it going? So don't worry about it, Sophie.
Joker's right. Don't sweat it.
Right. However, I did at least figure out one thing. When that voice called me worthless, I was sad. But when that made everyone angry, I became happy. I still feel that way, even now.
Just working? I get you.
Within me.
Nice, nice.
I have friends. I know
Aww.
I'm not alone.
Good old Sophie.
Thank you, Joker. Thank you, Skull, Mona.
Really? You just figured that out now? I mean, that thing just really pissed me off is all.
King's been mod for a long time, but I mean, yeah.
And I was just trying to reel in Skull, so...
I get you.
Ooh, what's this? Two embarrassed Phantom Thieves?
Even your masks are glowing red.
What? Nuh-uh, that's impossible! How's my mask supposed to change color?
True.
Mona's black mask makes it difficult to tell.
You're good.
I'm not telling anything.
I can feel a strong bond with my friends. So we unlocked increased damage for Showtime attacks. Thank goodness. So there's one more thing.
Head back to the exit.
There you go, Jai. Yeah, I'm worried about Zenkichi. Hope he's okay.
I bet he's weeping like a baby by now.
Okay, everyone. Back to the exit.
So I guess that's the end of Jail 4. That was pretty simple. Pretty simple indeed. Yeah, Ryuji did really well this map. Ryuji did really, really well. What a short jail, though. I don't like the fact that was jail so short. But it was difficult. It's definitely difficult. I might need to do some more grinding. I feel really, really weak.
Oh man, it's finally hitting me.
Oh, hang on. It's morning already? Oh, no wonder I feel so beat.
True.
Well, look who the cat dragged in. So, how'd it go? Who was the monarch? Was it really a local? Find anything on Mediz?
Zenkichi, we can tell you later. But now, I must sleep.
Oh, looks like you guys had a real time in here.
Yep.
Wait here. I'll check out the route to the RV.
I can watch it back for you.
You guys already pulled your weight, and then some. At least let me help out now.
Now that I think about it, we just took a boat trip, went swimming, cooked a whole feast, and then dove straight into a jail.
Yeah.
No wonder even I'm bushed.
Crazy busy
The
today.
first half was a lot of fun.
True.
Not only that, we learned quite a bit from the jail.
That voice, though. Who do you think that was?
All I know is they're a real asshole copying Sophia's voice and everything.
Huh. Oh, Zenkichi is calling.
What up, Zenkich?
You're all clear to come back to the RV. I haven't seen a single local so far. I can't tell if you guys really pulled it off or not. but at least the coast is clear.
Sweet. Was he sleeping this entire time? Lucky bastard.
Thank goodness. Let's go.
We returned to the RV for some much needed rest. Good shit, though. Good shit.
I slept like a comatose rock.
Man, nothing in that jail was making sense to me.
There's a lot of stuff
That
going
reminds
on.
me. Why did the desire manifest in the jail in the first place?
Oh yeah, we never sent a calling card.
Maybe because the guy's already dead? Because he was threatened, probably.
That's right. Based on what we heard from the tapes, the director was told by the perpetrator that he was going to seize his desire. That must have fulfilled the role of calling card in this case.
Yo, get some rest?
Yeah, we good.
How are the locals behaving?
No worries. Seems like they all came to their senses. It's nothing but good times here again.
Let's go.
They all seem to have some pretty bad memory loss regarding the last few months.
So, if we didn't find a monarch here, why'd the locals treat the lab like that? Why'd they attack us?
The lab's experiments might have something to do with that.
Oh yeah, speaking of the monarch, a body's surfaced fitting his description.
What?
I stumbled across it myself, down at the base of a cliff near the lab.
So he killed himself.
Name? Shuzo Ubukata, some sort of big-shot AI researcher, and director of the lab. Obviously, an autopsy will be done, but based on what you reported, it's most likely going to turn out suicide.
That can't be.
Another life ruined by whoever's masterminded this whole thing.
He didn't want to be taken control of, so he died.
Taking a dive to avoid jail experimentation? Makes the most sense to me. Quite some time's passed since his death, but he still had some personal effects on him. I'll make sure they go with him when the coroner...
Dude, Gramps, you're being pretty chill about all this heavy shit.
Oh, good point. Well, it is my line of work and all.
That's true, you see a lot of shit.
I found the key to the facility on him. We can get inside now.
But are you sure it's all right to do so? You're the one who pointed out how any illegally obtained evidence is useless in court.
Not anymore. Now that a body's turned up, that facility is prime investigation territory. No problem at all going in there. The
Sweet.
problem now is there's a chance nothing's left.
Also true.
Huh? Why's that?
The locals told me about a bunch of trucks going up to the lab and out of there a while ago. It's pretty likely the scene's been wiped clean.
We still ought to take a look for ourselves. There's always the possibility that something was left behind.
Also very true. Man, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here.
Pretty chill, huh? Wonder when that happened.
When your wife died, buddy. Probably were pretty chill when your wife died.
Hey, anyone find anything yet?
Man, this place looks so boring.
And I mean literally nothing. It's like this place didn't know shit about jails.
All I've found are very roundabout reports. We may have been too late coming here.
Well, we'll find one
I
thing
know
probably.
it's a little late to ask, but aren't people supposed to preserve crime scenes?
We just so happened to find out it was a crime scene after poking around.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Yep, sounds about right.
I've scored the treasure! There was a USB drive in the director's office.
See? We'll find something.
Hell yeah, Futaba, nice find! I can't believe something like that got left behind.
Me too. That sounds like the first kind of thing they'd want to get rid of.
Somebody's porn stash. Calling it right now.
Could be the most important evidence. It was hidden in the director's desk drawer.
You really did find the treasure here. Well done.
That could be a secret porn stash. We don't know.
Except it was actually Sophia's idea to look there.
I searched the internet for the top 10 places people hide things in the workplace.
That's... Can you tell me all 10? Please? Please?
Well, let's see what you found.
Please?
You in yet, Sakura?
Just a sec. It's password protected, but nothing the mighty Oracle can't handle. Well,
See what we got?
there it is.
This is a list of some sort. Apparently this drive holds nothing but people's names.
But do we recognize any?
Is it a list of the people working here?
No. These otherwise powerful people in all sorts of industries.
Uh-oh.
Rich and famous people? Is it like a list of sponsors?
I could have sworn I've seen all these names recently.
Let's see. Yoshikawa, he confessed to document tampering a few weeks ago.
Now that you mention it, this one's the Sapporo Central Councilman who confessed to bribery last month. Wait, you mean the person who had his heart changed by Mari-san? That means this list is...
Targets of changes of hearts.
That's it.
Ooh.
This is a list of people whose hearts the mastermind wanted changed.
Oh shit.
But why so many powerful figures? What exactly is being accomplished here?
That's still a mystery. I'm gonna need that USB drive for a while.
How do you intend to make use of it?
I'm gonna snoop around the whole roster, from the bottom of the ladder on up.
So,
Damn.
whoever would benefit most from all those people getting their hearts changed, you think that'll be the culprit?
Bingo. It'll take time, but I swear I'll do whatever it takes to get to the bottom of this.
Let's go,
That
Zenkichi!
kind of swearing may be good and all, but you should probably go home to Akane every so often too.
Wait, I was gonna.
At any rate, you've helped us a great deal by now.
We got to crash at his place, and he kept us from getting ambushed.
True. He's a good guy.
Nice work, Senkichi.
He seems like he's fitting in better too. What do you say? Feel like you're a Phantom Thief now?
Why would I want to go from public security to national fugitive? Anyway, I'm heading back to HQ. What are you kids gonna do?
There really isn't anything we can do until Zenkichi identifies the mastermind.
Should we go back with him to Kyoto for now?
Do we really have to? That boat made me so sick last time.
But boat rides are the
Why
greatest!
not go to Kyushu instead? Our boat trip won't be too long if we do that. We could even scout the area for jails.
Hell yeah! That's a great idea!
Totally. Might as well complete the Phantom Thieves tour of the islands.
Off to Kyushu, huh? I'll keep after whoever's at the bottom of these cases. When I find out, you'll know.
Cool.
I have consulted the ferry departure timetable. We will be able to leave immediately if we hustle.
Well, time to roll out. Let's pack up and head for the docks.
However, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We have time. We have time. See?
Hey,
We'll be saying goodbye to this beautiful place far too soon. You sure there's nothing left you want to do? Once you board the boat, there's no coming back. Make sure you get it all done. Once you're ready, let's take the RV back to port. Yeah, not yet. My apologies for bringing this up even though we're leaving soon. There's something I wanted to ask of you before we go. Do you have some time? Please let me know. Yeah, we still got stuff we gotta do here, y'all. Still got stuff we gotta do here. So, I'm gonna talk to everybody. And then I'll let you guys know what we're gonna do. Let's talk to Yusuke.
Have a moment?
Ah, Zertesh, you've come. The azure sky, the crystalline ocean, the caressing wind. Simply standing still in this spot of alone provides an endless flow of artistic inspiration. However, no matter how much I allow my passion to guide my hand, I feel as if something is missing from my sketches. For my final attempt here, I wish for your input. Out of all the rare forms of beauty found on this island, is there any subject worthy of capturing for future contemplation? How about Shisa?
Yes.
That's right. The Shisa is most integral to Okinawa. Perhaps I should go and sketch the statues we saw by the dock. No, that won't be enough. I wish to capture one that is larger than life, the perfect balance of grand fury and impish delight. As I recall, there was Shisa in the jail here.
Let's go.
I can't wait a moment longer. We must make for the jail immediately, Zertesh. Should I cross swords of the shadow even once more? I'm certain I will glean truth from the encounter. I'll send you my request via smartphone, so please, let's take or leave without wait. I wish to complete my Shisa sketch before my passion burns out. I apologize for the favor, but I hope you'll assist in the name of art at least.
Let us part for now.
Farewell, Okinawa. I'll remember you unbelievably in beauty for years to come. Next up is Kyushu, correct? If memory serves me correctly, that island is known for... the beautiful ladies. Yes, that's it. One of the 3 cities considered a national hotspot of aesthetically pleasing faces is found there. Careful, Zertesh. Whatever the case may be, I look forward to our arrival. Hopefully we'll continue to enjoy our excursion together.
But
Although now that I think about it, we must also prepare ourselves for the possibility that we'll encounter a jail along our route. Alright, let's go check the request.
Here's what I found. You're accepting
Yusuke bursting with passion, Katagua. For art to imitate life, one must first experience life. This is the basic truth of humanity. Let us make way to the Okinawa jail so we may bear witness to the great Shisa ourselves. Defeat Shisa with Fox. What's up, dude? You're leaving already? How was Kojima? Hope you were able to make some treasured memories here.
Hey.
So Kenji said he was heading back to his HQ in Kyoto, sending us in Tokyo all the way to Hokkaido, then taking us on a ferry to Okinawa, just to go all the way back to Kyoto at the drop of a hat? There doesn't seem to be a moment's rest for public security inspector. I wonder if I should let Akane-chan know her father's on his way home. Yeah, I probably should. It was really loud outside last night. I wonder what was going on. Explosions! Probably explosions. Do. Just talking to everybody at this rate. Going already? Didn't you get here only yesterday? How about a farewell song? What? No, you sure? Yeah, buddy, I don't think we want to listen to your passions. Wish we were here even one more day here.
Man.
This trip had been ridiculous. I swear I lost at least a few years of my life from this island. We came all the way to Okinawa and did next to nothing besides getting hunted down both in and outside of jail. I just wanted to kick back at a nice seaside spa and treat myself to some of the local eats. I had a feeling you'd say that, so I bought you this. What's that, pork egg onigiri? It's a type of rice ball made of sliced luncheon meat, an egg sandwich between rice and seaweed. It's considered Okinawan soul food. Many have said, if you haven't eaten one of those yet, you haven't been to Okinawa.
What?
Wow, it's that big of a deal? Yeah, it's their thing here. I got enough for everyone. Oh, thanks, Ryuji. You're a real pal. I forgot to get you one. You what?
Sorry.
You can have half of mine. Just don't be pissed. Please, Morgana, I didn't mean to. Good job, Ryuji. I was gonna call you Yusuke.
Make like a treat.
Well, Okinawa, our time together may have been short, but it was sweet. Oh, I just realized I didn't get to try champuru. It's like the staple dish of Okinawa. No, wait, you better make some for us, Artesh. I bet you'd be great. Here, I even found a recipe you can use. Come on, champuru-chan. Maybe you should try making some for Sojiro sometime too. I could do wonders for his skin. I have a question.
This is the request.
Okay, we can do this too. I was about to say, I was like, no. Progress.
You're already working on this one. You're accepting this request? Time to get
That's
to
what I
work.
need to do. I was like, what am I doing? So yeah, before we can go, we have to actually, like, do our stuff. Emma, tell me what to do with my life. Guess it's not that easy. Yeah, I don't think Emma's the one that can tell you that, buddy. So there's the RV. Wasn't the RV over here too? Let's go this way too. Oh, hello. Oh, strange, I feel like I was chasing after someone yesterday. Oh yes, I was chasing the heathen scum that's starting to defile our hallowed ground. What the heck does that mean? I don't know, dude. It's like, what does that mean? I don't understand. There's Haru. Let's talk to Haru. I keep wondering who the real mastermind behind all of this business. Why would anyone want to do this to people, especially now that we know multiple deaths are involved? I hope we find a strong lead soon, and that's the police's search of the lab goes in our favor. True. Let's see what's here. Is there anything here? Nope. Alright, so I was expecting to do like a two-parter once again for Jail 4, like I've been doing with Jails 1, 2, and 3. But apparently Jail 4 could just be completed in one go, which is pretty good. However, got a few things. First, I have to do all of the requests before we even actually go to the next city. So that includes Yusuke's, Makoto's, and the 3 others. Which means that we will not be heading to the next city just yet. There's a few things I want to do real quick though. I'm gonna use the shop. And let's see what new stuff is, because we actually haven't checked this out since then. So, Killing Scalpel, quality, oh, whatever. We got the Spike Rod and the Bush Hammer. We got the Shemshir and the Resting Sword, which is it's a sword that makes people sleep. Sweet. Hero Whip and the Whip Sword. The Imperial Katana and the Fury Blade. The Crusher and the Demon Fist. The Great Axe and the Beheading Axe. The Comet Spiral and the Assassination Top. Next, Protectors. see what we can get for everybody. We got Papal Robes, Hope Shirt, Athletic Shirt, and Saint's Tunic. I just thought that said Santa's Tunic. Guys, we could be Santa.
You want this one? Do you want to equip that? Thank you very much. You want this one? Do you want to equip that? Thanks for your patronage.
So Morgana gets the sparkly collar and the morose collar, but we have something better. Elysian Robe and the Dogwatch Kimono. Reduce side damage. Null Sleep. I'm fine with nulling Sleep, actually.
You want to equip that? Thank you very much. You want this one? Do you want to equip? Thanks for your patronage. You want to equip that?
I don't think Futaba's gonna get any good ones yet. I don't think so.
Put it to good use. Okay, who's it for?
Alright. Accessory-wise, let's see what we got. The Calming Gem, the Shield Goggles, the Rubber Gloves, and the Hot Water Pouch. None of those are too particularly interesting. And then item-wise, we get some coffee beans on sale, and we get some cabbages. Also, we can buy like a bunch of this sort of stuff. I just want to see, is there...
How many would you like? You put it to good use, okay?
2? Wow, okay, so some of these, there's only very limited things. I should have been buying as much of these as possible.
You want put it to good use, okay? How many would you like? Thank you very much. You want thanks for your patronage.
Wow, there's limited stuff.
You're buying quite a bit. How many would you like? You thanks for your patronage.
Yeah, I know I'm buying a lot because I need stuff to help out.
What are you selling?
And then let's sell all that we can sell. Alright, so we got 5 requests. We have to... trying to think.
Are you double checking the request?
So, we need to go to the Sapporo jail for 3 things, and the Okinawa jail for 1 thing, and then do a Lavenza thing. I'm going to be doing those off stream, as usual, and the next stream of this will happen a lot sooner than the last one, don't you worry. But I'm going to do all these off stream. Except for Trapped in Frozen Hell. I'll figure out where the desire is, and then next stream we will start with grabbing that really quick and showing you guys, and then also turning in both of these as well, and seeing if there's any more after that. And then we'll head on to jail number 5. Now, this is the point where I should be like, hey, let's go over and we're gonna switch over to Fall Guys. I don't know how many of you guys were here at the beginning of the stream, but I haven't eaten at all today. And I was just informed that there is pizza downstairs. So I'm gonna go swipe some pizza, eat, and relax for a little bit. But listen, I woke up after 15 hours. Don't worry, we're playing games all night tonight. So here's what we're gonna do. Fall Guys is still next. What we'll do is I'm gonna take my break right now, end off the stream, gonna get some food, then we're gonna go to Fall Guys. If people want to join in for Fall Guys, feel free. And we are going to get to rank 46 or 47. One of those two. As long as we get to 47 max, we should be fine. After that, chat will vote. Chat will vote on what we're going to play, either Burnout Paradise or Monster Hunter. With an asterisk. I'll say it right now, but I'll bring it up again when we play Fall Guys. If you guys choose Burnout Paradise, we will still do Monster Hunter Rise, but that means I'm going to be streaming until about 6 or 7 in the morning. If you guys choose Monster Hunter Rise, then we'll stream until like 3 or 4. Mainly because, yeah. Where's that? Another thing I need to let you guys know of, and I'll let you guys know about this during the other streams as well today. There is not going to be a morning stream tomorrow, and this is not because I'm going to be oversleeping or anything. I'm actually going to be modding an Amori stream. My friend Weeby News asked me to help assist with Amori, and just making sure chat is all cleared of spoilers and everything of the sort. She knows that I have completed 100% of the main route, so if there's anything that she wants to know, of course I'm going to be happy to help. But I said I would be there for the entire stream. So I'm going to be in the stream, just making sure to helping out with the comments and everything. So it's supposed to be myself and 2 other people, I believe, 2 or 3 other people who are going to be helping out with Amori, and we'll see how that goes. So yeah, But with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up right here. Let us save. And then I'm going to go grab food because I have not eaten at all. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, if you're new here, please feel free to follow. We stream every single day. Like I said, anyone, yes, can join the Fall Guys. No worries, Sparks. But have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, and or evening. Of course, my name's Katathi. I'll see you guys next time. For more variety gaming. See you guys later. Peace. Bye, everybody.